awesome. We're getting somewhere.
Oh my god, somebody's microphone sounds weird. What happened to your microphone?
What do you mean? What happened to my microphone? It could just be that I'm tired.
Static and shit.
Shouldn't be staticky at all.
No, you were sounding like a robot, like straight up, like
I'm
you could
sounding
hear
like a
the static.
robot
It's not
because
sounding
I'm
good.
tired.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, Crystal.
That's why it sounds different today. I am tired. I got like phlegm or something in the back. It sucks.
Oh. No, it's like there was something, and when I came into the room, it was kind of weird. And why did my freaking comment of "hey hey hey" get filtered?
I have no
It's
idea.
considered a spam comment, so it will filter it. You can't
Oh,
say the
for
same word
God's
more than
sake.
once, like more than twice, apparently.
Oh my god.
I hope you feel better soon. I hate being sick.
I don't feel sick at all. It's just
Yeah, I'm sorry you don't
what
feel
I
good.
need is some water and ice, and then
Kay is.
we can get this shit taken care
Kay
of.
is sick, and you're probably run down from lack of sleep.
I had actually a lot of good sleep last night because I went to bed at 10 last
Good.
night, and I didn't wake up until about 8 o'clock this morning. So that was about 46 minutes ago.
If I
And
drop for 1 second, I'm just checking to see how much money I have in my bank account because I'm about to order me some lunch because I'm starving.
oh yeah,
Okay.
well you gotta take into
So what movie are we
consideration.
watching?
Today we're not doing a movie right this second. Right this second, we're going to be doing a
Oh,
public live. Movie is later on
Public
tonight
Live.
because I can't take the chance of doing it during the day when there's a lot of people because they'll shut you down. Do it at night when a lot of people are asleep. A lot easier to get away with shit. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about Carmelo Anthony and all those freaking reactions and all that stuff. So if you want to stay for
Oh,
that,
you're talking about the court case thing? I don't know the full
oh yeah,
thing on it.
that's why I got a whole series of videos
You know
of what's
what
going on.
Jasmine Crockett did? Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna give you something that makes weird sense. When the race hustlers like Al Sharpton are out there doing something, that tells you something, doesn't it?
Yes.
All right, and you got all these people who are not involved, and remember, I mean, shoot, Al Sharpton runs to every situation like this, like he's a lawyer chasing an ambulance. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
if he's not chasing this case, that's very telling. Very telling. Because I just saw a video of a woman saying that she, because remember, the other guy was a twin, right? I saw a woman say that they hope that the twin dies too. And I'm just like,
I
that's
don't
insane.
understand. See, I don't know the full story. Who's the twin?
The white guy that got freaking stabbed, he had a twin brother. Right? There's a whole bunch of like reactions here that we're gonna be looking at, and it is
Okay.
uh quite crazy actually. I'm gonna see if I can find the was it the family reaction thing? Cause
I'm listening. I'm just walking over to the
oh yeah. All right,
restaurant.
but there's some like the parents. All right, and I'm gonna set this video off to the side.
As Anthony now begins.
All right, I'm setting this video off right here. So I have to do all the fun stuff first because, again, even though we're doing a news article, I still got to do the obligs. Everything we do from this point forward is covered under 17 U.S.C. Subsection 107. It's a statutory foundation for fair use doctrine in the U.S. copyright law. It acts as a legal defense against claims against copyright infringement pertaining to limited reproduction and copyrighted material without the owner's permission for specific, purposes, blah, blah, blah. That means TV shows, movies, music videos, and today, news reports, because we're going to be doing news reports today. It covers social media, it covers streaming, and all that fun stuff. Anyone who has any type of content, we could totally watch it. Let's get into today's video. All right, this is coming from Fox Now, and let's go ahead and take a look at this.
And right now, we do want to give you an update on a story that we've been following very closely here on Live Now from Fox. Something that happened ever since it broke last year. But ultimately, we have gotten an update on the case of Karmelo Anthony and Austin.
Yeah. So this guy right here, right, has a twin brother. They were on the same football team. One of them was number 11, the other
the
one
white
was
guy?
number 12. Yeah, he was the one who got stabbed. Why this guy over here on the left had a knife at a sports event at a school, which again is against school policy, that shows that he wanted to stab somebody. Why bring the knife? Even if you were defending yourself, which he was claiming, why would you bring a knife? It sounds like you wanted to kill somebody. That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay, I'm back.
So let's go ahead and continue.
Metcalf. We do know that Karmelo Anthony, the Texas teenager who is now
Same
been
people.
convicted of fatally stabbing his fellow student, Austin Metcalf. This happened during a high school track meet, has since been sentenced to 35 years in prison. And so we do ultimately know that Anthony will ultimately be eligible for parole after serving half of that time. But again, this is a case that captured international attention and a lot of our attention here around the country, with this update also coming from TMZ today. They have an exclusive saying this: Karmelo Anthony has been placed in isolation after that murder conviction. So to talk a little bit more about what's being uncovered here, I'd like to bring in Mike.
I'll tell you what, because of his celebrity, most likely he's going to be in a cell for 23 hours a day in protected isolation. So
Yep.
he
Why is
never
it being
has
made out to
any
be about
contact with anyone. Which, you know what? That's got to
Why is it being made out to be a race thing? Like, it's got nothing to do with race
No,
at all,
it doesn't.
in general.
It doesn't.
Really not.
It really doesn't. But they're making it like, oh, if he was a white man, he wouldn't have gotten any time. Bullshit. Murder is murder. The justice system is supposed to be blind. Guess what? If anything, if it was a white guy stabbing a black guy, it would have been considered what?
A hate crime.
Yeah. So, if anything, the white guy would have gotten more time. So, Misa not think so.
Michael Babcock with TMZ. Michael, thanks so much for being with us here on Live Now from Fox.
Of course. Thanks for having me, Christina. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. And this exclusive update is something that a lot of people are going to continue to follow, as we just got the murder conviction yesterday. The sentencing came down. And so the nature of what that time is going to look like behind bars for Karmelo, what do you all know about it?
Yeah, Christina, because the reality is that Karmelo was not in custody during the trial. He was out on bond. He had been out on bond for some time. So he would, of course, just report to the court like the attorneys would, like everybody else involved with the trial, to the courthouse every single day. Well, once the case rests and the jury deliberates and finally they come back with the guilty verdict of murder.
All right. So basically, there was some kind of altercation that resulted in this guy pulling out a knife and stabbing him. From my understanding, he wasn't even supposed to be in the tent in the first place.
No, he was trying to get away from the rain because like a thunderstorm started happening. So he was trying to get out of the rain, and they didn't like it. Like, it's like, here, go out into the rain. That's the story that I heard.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that's the story that I've heard.
Yeah.
He was taken into custody at that point, so immediately.
What was that, Karma?
So I heard the alteration about the rain happened the night before, and they were pushing him and shoving him, and he was all like, make me, and it got all fucking sideways with words.
Yeah.
And then the next day is when the alteration happened, when it was approached again. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like more than one story to this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, why am I watching MTV now?
And right now, we do want to give you an update on a story that we've been following very closely here on Live Now from Fox. Something that happened.
Mercy. And look, this could have been a even more, a stringent, a stricter or longer sentence. So from that standpoint, this was not the maximum. But again, 35 years is clearly a very long time. So I ultimately don't know if the Anthony family here feels like there was any mercy.
All right, now let's see.
More time than my guy got, and he hurt. Just saying.
All right, let's hear the reactions of the people outside of the courtroom. Look at that. Is that a woman carrying a freaking baseball bat? So already,
I think so.
Yeah, I'll rewind that one more time because that's what I saw. I believe it's this woman right here holding a baseball bat.
Yeah, let's try that.
Oh,
it is a baseball bat.
Oh, it's not this woman. It's the person right next to her holding the white sign. And it's another woman right here holding a baseball bat. Hey, the optics on this of a guy, bringing a weapon to stab and murder someone, bringing a baseball bat to I guess, a protest outside of a courtroom.
Peaceful protest, yeah.
The optics don't look good. Just saying. Yep, so it is a woman over there. Now, this guy right here is actually a friend of the family that of the kid that was murdered here, and they're like yelling at him and trying to follow all these people to their cars. You know what I mean?
Sad. Yeah.
Very sad.
I swear to God, I'm sick of this. We just left the courtroom. The family walked out crying, screaming.
It almost felt like things happened in slow motion when that verdict came out. One lady, she physically collapsed to the ground and was just crying, people having to pull her up. There was another lady who was just staring off into the distance, almost just frozen in time, just not in disbelief, but still shocked nonetheless.
And notice that all of these women are under the age of 40, some of them. Like they know about any type of racism at all. All right, and I'll explain this. I can understand people during the civil rights movement experiencing racism and stuff like that. But the 80s and the 90s were the golden era of racism. There wasn't any. I mean, there was some stuff of an occasional racism, yeah. But everybody in the 80s and 90s was chilled the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? It was only after like 9/11. It was only after like 9/11 did the bullshit kind of change. And then when Obama took president, that's when the first of all the racism towards black people again started. So it's like, what the fuck is going on? All right, that's just an I observed this personally because I had white friends, black friends, Chinese friends, all sorts of friends. Maybe I'm jaded because I lived on a military base as a kid, but all of us, we were all friends. It didn't matter what race you were. Shit, I never saw a Mexican before in my life until I came here.
Let's say there's a lot of people who don't know the difference between racist and prejudice.
Yeah. And even then,
two different lines on that.
And even then, guess what? I was friendly to everyone. I mean, shit, I put up with Golden Eagle's ass.
Exactly.
Well, as biracial, like I sit with people here. I've gone in places I've gone to some crazy gigs, right?
Yeah.
With bikers and shit, in the music, sorry. And I've sat with people and they wouldn't even know.
Wow, someone popped.
Oh, what you were saying?
That was me, sorry. My phone fell.
Oh, no, I was saying like...
I've heard horrible... horrible things said. I've heard horrible things said about colored people. I've sat with colored people who have said horrible things about non-colored people. So, it's both sides. It is there. To say it's just one side is very unfair.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is the kind of stuff is like, here's the thing. The Karmelo Anthony family has been able to get over $600 million in donations?
You've been getting a lot.
That's insane. And here's the thing. I saw somebody in our chat, in the DOD chat, that was saying like they were the parents were trying to push this thing to go as long because they wanted this to be the new generation's like O.J. Simpson trial. Well, guess
Oh
what?
God.
Guess what? Do you know the reason why it's not going to be an O.J. Simpson trial? Because at least when O.J. did it, nobody saw what the hell was going on. You know what I mean? And then he ran away in a freaking Bronco. You know what I'm saying? This guy
remember that
did it
thing.
in front of people. All right? There were witnesses. That's why it's never going to be an O.J. Simpson trial. So, like I said, this is crazy the way that these people are. They think all this kind of, whatever. It was going to be O.J. Simpson. Well, guess what? There's a documentary of the jurors for O.J. Simpson. And you know what they said? Oh, we voted him innocent because of retaliation of Rodney King. They acknowledged that he was guilty, but we're going to give him a pass because we were angry about Rodney King. This is a documentary that you could see on Netflix. And it shows the jurors. And yes, some of those jurors were black. Huh. What do you know?
No surprise.
Do you know why a lot of do you know why a lot of black jurors, like, they'll acknowledge, oh yeah, he did it, but we're just trying to stop some injustice. Well, by you allowing people to be innocent when they're guilty of a crime, that's the ultimate injustice, and you're allowing it.
Yes.
Okay? That's the kind of crap. I'm sorry. If a white guy is guilty and I'm on a jury, motherfucker's guilty. All right? If he did shit, he's guilty. If a Chinese guy does it, he's guilty. If a black guy does something and there's actual proof, I'm sorry. I'm going to say he's guilty. It don't matter what race
totally agree.
under the sun. I don't care. If they could prove to me without a shadow of a doubt, you did this, they got evidence. Hell, I even heard that there's some video of some of this shit too. So
Really?
what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Yeah, but they didn't allow the video to show because of where it was like chipped and chopped.
Yeah, I
with,
understand
like
that.
mobile
I understand
shit.
that.
They wouldn't allow
but
it.
There is existence of it, which again, even if they say, well, you can't take that into consideration, jury. I'm sorry. Are they trying to suppress evidence? Right then and there is an indicator like, oh, if the judge is saying you must ignore that there's a possibility of video that shows the act taking place, I'm sorry. Red flag there.
Yeah.
Red flag there. Oh, they're trying to make it so then he doesn't get the ultimate price when it comes to freaking a conviction. That's what I'm seeing. But this 35 years, I mean, you got to think that these parents, right, they don't get to see their kid for the rest of their life. The twin brother doesn't get to have what was he said in his statement. When he becomes a parent and becomes and has kids, he doesn't have a brother that will be the uncle to his kids anymore.
I can't even imagine. Right, a friend of mine, had her twin unalived by a man in a car. He ran it into an RV, right? And what she said hit me deep. I look in the mirror, like they were identical twins. I look in the mirror and I have to see my sister every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's gotta fucking and you know what? I don't really particularly care about, I don't give a fuck what color you are. When you're a parent, I feel sorry for the parents, both sides, because they both lost kids forever. Yes, undoubtedly, never coming back again. I feel bad for the other parents, never been around their kid, but at least their kid comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, but here's the thing, though, man. You got all these parents. This kid wouldn't even look him in the eye. The Karmelo guy kept looking down and all this stuff while they're trying to, talk to him. And he won't even look him in the fucking eye.
That shows a guilty
All right?
person.
Well, yeah, at least he's showing guilt, though. I'm glad he feels fucking guilt. He should feel fucking terrible. He really should. What he did was fucking wrong.
Absolutely.
No matter how mad you're at.
Yep.
But I'm mad at people. I had people steal my husband's ashes. I'm not going to go down and freaking wave a brand of weapon at people just because they did something fucking wrong.
Yeah.
You just don't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
That's true. Fuck them. I will
All
say
right.
that.
So let's see some more of the reactions outside the courtroom. Let's see what we got.
Of course, those who did agree with the verdict, not as expressive as those who did not.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired.
It's a tragic situation all the way around. I'm glad there's accountability. Do I think the young man should go to prison for the rest of his life? I don't think so. I hope that he can learn something.
You can't lead with emotion. You have to be able to lead with facts, and I think that this jury has done that.
Now, here's another thing that a lot of people are not taking into consideration here is that one of the defense, witnesses, right, was cross-examined, and that particular witness said that Karmelo was not defending himself and that he was the aggressor. So even the defense's own witness flipped on their ass and told the truth because they know that there has to be some accountability. So even his own witnesses were like, so I'm sorry, but this was not self-defense. So I think that this is the kind of stuff that needs to just be like,
So
these people don't want to hear the truth, though. They want it to be about race, so then the race bullshit continues. Well, guess what? I'm not playing that game, and I don't think most Americans want it. This race shit should have died a long fucking time ago. And for a while, it did. For a while, it did. Because I'm telling you, there are times like the 80s and 90s were not perfect. But I'm going to tell you, the 80s and 90s are far better than the bullshit that they're trying to spew in the teens and the 20s of this century.
I'm going to tell you, and I didn't know this, right? Somebody told me, because there's one thing I noticed. I couldn't understand why I didn't see a lot of colored people living here, right? And I don't, not a lot at all. I actually live in what's called and I didn't know this term, a sundown town.
Okay.
And it still happens to this day.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty fucking sad. I didn't know this. That's fucking crazy.
Well, these things do happen. But you know what? You think that's bad? There is this reverse where you can't go into a town where there are a bunch of black people neither. All right? So you're worried about a sundown town. If you're a white person in a black town, oh, fuck you too. That's what it is. So it's like, come on, this is ridiculous.
Well, as biracial, I don't agree with either fucking side. They both need to get their heads out of their ass.
I feel like if we're Americans living in America, we should be able to live anywhere. Shouldn't matter about anything here. If that is shit show down here, come on down here, man.
Hey, shit shows.
Looks like he was just. Oh, he must have skipped out. Okay. But, these are some more of the reactions. And notice that the biggest race hustler of them all, Al Sharpton, ain't there.
This process is shown that black lives do not matter in Collin County. It shows very clearly.
You know what? Just because you don't like the outcome of the trial doesn't mean that black lives don't matter. Come on, man. You just want one outcome, and you need to realize that, it's not about that. It's about the facts of the trial. And here's the thing, that the defense did not make their case. Now, here's another thing that I think is really messed up. All right? And yes, Karma, you're right. All lives do matter. Okay? Now, here's the thing. When it comes to this evidence and everything, they were trying to push this trial so then it would go on for years. That's why the donations just kept flowing and flowing and flowing and flowing. Okay, why does this guy need now to get a $600 million plus paycheck?
So I
for
was under
murdering
the
someone,
you
and
couldn't
everyone's
make
paying
money.
them money.
So I was under the opinion you couldn't make money when it involved crime taking a life.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was
Well,
the
yeah,
thing,
they're
right? I know
donating.
Yep.
They're donating
yeah,
money to him while he's in jail. Have
right.
anything? These are the kind of situations where, like, where you get like a donate me or whatever these GoFundMe
Yeah.
things. The money should be refunded because it has to do with these kinds of
So
cases.
even though the son of Sam Law was turned down and shot down in the Supreme Court, they did say that a percentage of that made should be given to the victim's family also. That was the agreement that came out of
Well,
the Supreme Court.
then that is something that the victim's family can take him to a
Yeah.
civil court for.
Court.
They don't even have to. It just automatically goes. There's
Yeah,
not even
no,
a
but
battle for the victim's
let's
family.
say that the family doesn't do it on their own, right? Because the money's going to go to one account in a
What good is
GoFundMe
fucking
situation.
money though when you can't? It doesn't bring back the life.
I know,
You know
I know
what
it
I mean?
doesn't. I know it doesn't. But who knows? Maybe the victim's family ends up using the money to donate for, like, the school for better security. Maybe if the school had checked people for weapons, I mean,
Right?
this wouldn't have
Yeah.
been
Like there's
Not
so
that hard.
much. There's so much that failed both those kids.
Oh
Both
yeah.
those kids were failed. Both
But
those kids.
the fact of the matter is Carmelo Anthony brought a knife to school. All right, I don't care about the situation before. I don't care. He made the conscious decision to go after a man or a kid his age and murder him. Okay? I don't care. Murder is wrong. We all deserve the right to live. And guess what? Just because you have a disagreement with someone doesn't mean you get to murder them. Okay?
I know. I know. If I'm not allowed to do it, why should anybody else be allowed to
Yeah.
fucking do it? Like, and I've
Oh,
had
here's
plenty of
Because
disagreements.
like we said earlier, if the roles were reversed and according to everybody else, this man wouldn't be charged with nothing. I'm sorry. If a white guy was doing that to a black guy, we'd be charged with freaking a hate crime. So why is it that when a black guy does it to a white guy, it's not a hate crime?
So, I do believe, like, at that age, like, yeah, kids make mistakes all the time.
Yeah.
They do wrong, not even mistakes, they make the wrong choices. There is consequences. I get all of that, right? But keep in mind, he is fucking 17 and the consequences. So, 35 years, like, he's going to be out sooner than that, right?
Yeah, he'll be out probably in his 40s.
Oh, by the way,
Maybe less.
underdog, there's an actual story that would make an example of that.
Well, we're not changing my my story, and thank you for sharing there, Golden, because right now I'm sticking to one thing. And
No.
when
It's the same one that you were saying there.
that's the thing about you and Jeff, all right? Because sometimes y'all like to change shit, all right? If you want to change shit, send it to me in the DM. Because right now I got as you can see, I got a whole bunch of little things here I'm trying to show right here on the top. So if you're trying to change what I'm trying to do,
No, I
no
wasn't
squirrel
there.
shit here, bro. You and me need to have a little conversation off here later on today, okay? Because I've been noticing that's what you and Jeff do. So me and Jeff already had our little conversation. Now you and me need to have a little conversation. All right. All right, let's continue it because, like I said, I still got 3 more, possibly 4 more things after this. So we're not changing the program. Got it, Adrian?
That a black
If you were
boy
listening,
was
you would have got the
allowed
full damn answer.
not
Yeah, and
one
like I
black
said,
soul on a
we could talk about this off camera.
jury.
They are still in that sentencing phase. He's going to find out how long he is going to have to serve behind bars. And Next Generation, that advocacy group, already vowing that they do plan to help out with the appeal process, which we should learn more about in the upcoming days. Of course, we are going to be on standby trying to speak with attorneys from both sides as well as family.
Yeah. Yep. Justice for Austin. Yeah, I totally agree. Let's go ahead and get to the next one here, which is this one here. This shows the brother and the father and the mother, of course, and their lawyer. Let's see if we can get to that.
All right. Everybody ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Good evening. I'm Greg Willis, Collin County District Attorney. Today, justice was served. A year ago, when this senseless murder unfolded, I said that it had struck a deep nerve in Collin County and far beyond. I asked our community to ignore all the noise and instead be level-headed and patient as the process worked. And today, the process delivered accountability. We are grateful to this jury, and we are grateful that the good citizens of Collin County had an opportunity to weigh in on this case. I'm proud of the exceptional work of Bill Werski and our team of prosecutors, DA investigators, and victim advocates, and all the good and outstanding men and women of the Collin County District Attorney's Office. We thank all the parents and their brave kids who did the right thing. Despite the trauma of witnessing the senseless murder at a school track meet, they cooperated.
Yes, Karma, they are identical twins.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't. The poor mom. I can't even imagine looking to one and not seeing the other because they might look the same. They're different people, you know.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? I feel sorry for the mom, right? Like the freaking what was it, Karmelo? He might be getting 35 years, more or less, depending on him getting parole someday. But this woman right here has to deal with this shit for the rest of her life, not having her son.
She's gonna be in prison in her own body. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right?
Fucking sucks, man. I can't even.
It really does.
Then his twin brother, right, who he's known his entire life.
Entire from creation.
Right?
Like in the womb, they have a connection.
Twins have this special kind of bond that can't be explained. And now he's now severed from it too. All right? And like he's already made a statement saying that when I have kids someday, my kids are no longer going to have an uncle because of this. Yeah. Totally agree.
Fully and testified truthfully. Their courage was essential to securing justice in this case.
Oh, and by the way, you guys can unmute and talk. You don't have to be in the comments talking. It's just what
I don't even know if I can talk. It's just so fucking sad. Like,
but
it really
it's with Adrian. I gotta control his squirrel moments. But you could talk too, Adrian. It's just let's stick to the script, okay?
I'm especially honored to be joined here today by Jeff and Megan Metcalf and their son Hunter. Their strength and grace through this has been their strength and grace throughout this unimaginable journey has been inspiring. They won't be taking questions at this time, but their presence here speaks volumes about their commitment to seeking justice for Austin. I want to thank Judge Rhodes for presiding over this trial with fairness and efficiency. I want to thank Frisco PD for their investigation. I want to thank the Collin County Sheriff's Office led by Sheriff Skinner for providing the security for the courthouse. I want to thank all law enforcement throughout the county for making this a safe trial for everyone. This verdict sends a clear message. Violence like this won't be tolerated in our Collin County community, and we remain committed to protecting our schools and standing with victims and their families. Thank you.
Oh man, all of this is just.
I can't. Like, do you have one of the brother talking? The actual family talking?
I am trying to do that, but right now my screen, for some reason, I gotta. Oh my God! It will not. It will not relinquish. That's weird. That's weird. Okay, good. Now I got it. close that. Okay, that was weird. Let me see if I can find something with the family here. Let's see. All right, Austin's family. All right. Let's see. Let's see. The parents of Karmelo Anthony. I got that.
Karmelo Anthony's family is also talking tonight. They believe the trial was unfair from the start. They do plan to appeal. Our Ken Molestina to continue now our team coverage.
Dude, Carmelo's parents look like they're freaking kids themselves.
A day after the trial, Karmelo Anthony's parents, Andrew Anthony and Kayla Hayes, sat down to break their silence and to let the world know how they're feeling as their son begins his 35-year sentence for murder. Despite what a jury found, his parents dispute their son ever wanted to kill Austin Metcalf.
My son is no murder. My son didn't intend to hurt anyone.
Okay, I like how she said he didn't intend to, but he did. Okay?
He didn't intend to, but
he didn't intend to. Okay, I'll give you that, but he did. Okay?
But you know, you're always going to see your baby, right, as a mom to a little boy, right? Your baby, you really don't want to think they have that capability in them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I just feel like for the parents all around, it fucking sucks. That's...
Yeah, these are the kind of things that see a parent. You know, like I wouldn't imagine like if my daughter had done. I can't imagine. That would be my first reaction to any of this. But guess what?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, people act in passion. Almost all the
isn't that why he got 25 years? Because like, in all fairness though, had it been a grown-ass man, two men, I think it would have been a lot of a harder sentence.
Oh yeah.
I think it's because of his age and the fact that they can act in passion at that age.
If he was older, it would have been, I think, life sentence because of the act of passion. I believe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And also in Texas, I do know, isn't there a law where if the weapon is under a certain measurement, you can carry it anywhere?
I'm not exactly sure.
Yes.
of that.
Yes.
I'm not exactly sure.
But
of that.
that has to do with the stabbers. We're allowed to carry stabbers out in public, but they have to be like under, like, we can carry katanas and walk around with a katana strapped to our back if we wanted to. And I've seen that happen.
I'm just curious.
What's up?
But I think it has to be like under, I think, sport.
Yeah, and that's just the actual like blade itself, right?
Mm-hmm. Like I've seen people carry around with
not the
studies.
handle. Yeah.
It's just the blade itself. It doesn't. Yeah, just the blade itself, not the handle. Like it doesn't matter about the thing.
All right, 1 second. Hey, Nessa, is this another account?
They're not talking.
These are, I like these as liners. They're just as good as the one.
Yep, it's a fake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fake one.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Wait
you
a
have
second.
the
How
day
is
that
it a
you
fake
deserve.
one? No. Seriously though, how is it a fake one? It has like 920 following though.
That's unless they bought followers.
I guess, but isn't that supposed to be Gen X?
I'm not sure. That was weird though.
Yeah, it's Gen X, and when I hit on that, they have all the videos and everything. It's not like one of those like
Well,
stupid follower
don't
accounts.
block, but if they
No, I
come
didn't.
back,
I didn't do anything.
if the okay, well, let's find out.
Can you bring up? Because I think they're on
Yeah,
private. I can't bring up.
I'm bringing up again, all right? Cuz I'm like that sounded weird. Like there was stuff in the background.
Oh yeah, because I'm on another live.
Oh, okay. For a
We're just
second.
making sure it's you,
Yeah,
sweetheart.
because I was like, because people are copying my account, Blackbird's account. They're doing Top's freaking account.
Yeah, I'm not used to this account.
And people are taking his daughters for profile. So I'm just making sure because I was like, oh, is this another account that you got?
Yeah, I got like a whole bunch of accounts.
Okay, well, I followed this one as well just to make sure that we're good. Okay.
I've only got one account.
All right. So I'm just making sure that we're good because I was like, okay, this has got to be fake because like she'll talk. She actually talks in her accounts. So it's
sometimes.
And sometimes you even show your face too. So it's like I'm like it just seemed kind of weird.
My face.
We were hearing some stuff in the background, so I was like, yeah, that's what the weirdos do. They'll play some audio and shit. So I was like, that's got to be fake. Well, I'm glad you stayed in the comments and said something because I was like, don't block them, because I started looking at the followers and I'm like, they're not gonna have 900 freaking followers. You know what I mean? It'll be closer to like 0. But I was like, if she's not talking, it's got to be fake. Because she like I'm sorry, but you don't usually just play audio in the background. It's you.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean?
understandable.
So I was just trying to be safe there for a second. All right. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome.
Outstanding.
How you doing?
Oh, look at this. I'm doing a live that isn't having to do with movies right now. I'm doing an actual live. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Kind of like how I used to do in the beginning when I used to get like big numbers, but apparently my low follower count, just sucks. So I'm afraid to do it on my main channel because like now I'm just using that one as my content. So I have to start from scratch, which is fine. Because that account is borderline to be permabanned somehow. Because I've been getting retaliated on for so damn long.
What? My son was defending himself.
Okay, defending oneself means that they must have had a weapon as well. If you are pulling a knife on someone, that's not defense.
And that's what hurt so bad.
His mother recounts the moment she addressed the jury and made her plea to them during the sentencing phase.
To have mercy on my son. That's what I told the jury. I know they had their minds made up already, so, really wasn't much I could say to change their mind.
Both parents fighting back emotions and tears as they described what they believe was a flawed trial.
We were delusional. We thought we was going to get a fair shake.
They claimed there were inconsistencies from the get-go, despite witnesses who took an oath vowing to tell the truth.
Everyone actually lied on the stand.
Everyone.
All of the witnesses' statements were inconsistent. All of them.
His father says the court of public opinion had made up their mind about his son long before the trial began.
He was convicted when he walked out of the jail. If you looked at the news all last year, he was already convicted. If you look at it.
Well, I mean, when you got video evidence, you got eyewitness testimony. I mean, you got people who literally saw him commit the act. Yeah, you guilty.
Exactly.
I mean, you're going to be guilty. All right? But these people actually thought this was going to be like an O.J. Simpson trial. That it was going to go on for years so they could continue collecting money for donations. Right? Which they have over $600 million.
Don't need any more money.
In GoFundMe money, and who knows how many other freaking, other donations as well. So it's like, You know what? If they had just gone with manslaughter, you know, and he just admitted his guilt, he wouldn't have had the amount of time that he had. But no, he wanted the money. That's why it didn't go. If he had just admitted his guilt, it would have been manslaughter. He would have gotten less time. Less time. You know? I'm sorry. You gonna deny that you had the knife? Are you gonna deny you stabbed the guy right here in the heart? You gonna deny that? How is stabbing a person in the heart defense?
It's not.
When you're defense, all right, especially for us military people, when you're in a battle with a knife, all right, first of all, you're not going to hold it like this, okay? Because it could be turned around and used on you. How convenient, right? We do it a different way. I'm not going to describe it, but we hold it in a certain direction where we could still do punches and slash. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's a defensive stance with a weapon. That is what he should have done, is been like that. That's a defense with a weapon. But no, he wanted to do what he wanted to do, and he stabbed a young man because they had a disagreement about a stupid tent.
But the thing is, like, there's still an age limit on who can carry stabbers in the state of Texas. So you have to be at least 18 to even carry one.
Yeah.
So if you're that age, but even at that, you're not allowed to carry those things at school events. Like, period. It doesn't matter who you are.
Oh, yeah.
So.
But yeah, this kind of shit, it's kind of like, you know, these kids are being, like, they're being forced to be, like, adults too fucking early. They're being put into situations where they got to be older than they are. You know what I mean? And looking at his parents, I mean, they look like they're young as as Karmelo. You know, I mean, these.
Yeah, they look pretty young.
I mean, they look like they like 32 years old or something like that. I mean, they look young as shit.
What's written? Can you zoom in? I just want to see what's on his shirt.
It says "Believe Karmelo." That's what it
says. Okay.
It says "Believe Karmelo" right there. I can't zoom in on videos. That's as zoomed in as I can get you.
No, I'm just curious what it says on the shirt. I can't see it.
Yeah, I can't do any zoom ins on my right click, unfortunately. But yeah, this is crazy. But this is the state of the world. Everybody got to be acting like a certain kind of way.
It was already done. It was no innocent until proven guilty. He was already guilty.
Well, in his particular instance, all right, there were multiple witnesses. So, yeah, he was going to be guilty. All right? When you got multiple seeing you do it,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of going to be a little hard for there to be.
He did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a matter of, well, what was the, did you wake up that morning? Did you wake up that morning and say, okay, I'm going to school, I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to do this with this? Or was he standing in the moment, being confronted? And even if you're standing in the moment with confrontation, if the jury is shown that you can get away without using excessive force and you did not take that option, it's the charge sticks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He says the threats of violence against them continue.
People want us dead. That's what.
After they still got what they wanted.
Hey, check this out. Y'all are laughing about that shit. And yet your own people out in the crowd are wanting the victim's family dead. They were saying that they want the victim's brother, the twin brother. They both need to die. I mean, come on. This is the bullshit they're talking about.
That's disgusting.
I'm sorry. Why is she laughing about it?
I don't know. I don't know. Psychologically,
I'm really sure that they have death threats on their lives. I'm sure they do. I'm almost kind of certainly positively about it. Oh wait, is today opposite day? Because honestly, they didn't do anything. Why would anyone wish death on them? Sorry, you just want the story to be about you now that your son's going to be in jail for the next 35 years. Okay? Hey, how about you donate that money that you got and give it to the victim's family?
Amen.
How about that? Oh, wait, you ain't going to do that. Why? Because they white.
Yeah, so after they still got their one, they still want us dead.
Even like half of it.
Look at my phone. People want us dead.
Even half. Yeah.
Even half. You keep half, give them half.
Yeah.
But they have to by law because they're not allowed. Even though the son of Samuel was shot down, they have to by law give a certain percentage of equal to the family of the victim, no matter what fucking color it is or age. But can I just say one thing here?
Yeah,
it's really fucking ironic, right? How this is being made into a whole fucking race thing and an age thing and an intent thing when there's things done by females, right? If he had been a female, never mind a male, she would have got even less of a fucking sentence. And nobody's talking about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, because it's a crime of passion. And I'm so...
I don't know. Wasn't crime of passion changed if you're a couple, though? Don't you have to be like a married couple for that to apply?
Oh,
I'm not sure.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
I have to look into that one.
It's called, everybody got to be like the main character. Everybody has main character syndrome, okay? Well, guess what? We're all in the show, and you're just a co-star. I'm sorry, ain't nobody the freaking main character of shit. Okay? I'm sorry. All right? Welcome to the TV show. It's called Earth, and you're in the show. Okay? All right? I'm sorry. All right? And
don't
these
talk to me in
people
that
over
tone
here.
of voice with your fucking clothes on, okay? It is all about me, okay?
All right. All right. All right. I know when I've been whipped. Okay. All right. All right. Back to it.
They want our family dead.
And now they're preparing to...
Come on. Ain't nobody want nobody dead. Come on. You're over-exaggerating. If freaking Al Sharpton ain't here, I'm sorry. Al Sharpton ain't there to save you. The biggest race hustler of them all sees this as not a winnable scenario.
Appeal.
They did a number on us.
A judicial process they believe wronged them.
We didn't get justice. A lot of things that were missed that should have been handled a certain way. However,
I'm sorry. Even the defense's own witness was cross-examined, and he said what Karmelo did was not self-defense. Boom! Check that out. That revelation, that's why your son's in freaking jail right now. On top of the other witnesses that saw him do the act.
we couldn't say anything. We did what was instructed. We was told.
That's crazy. That's straight up crazy. And these people are delusional. And here's the thing. It's all about them getting a paycheck. That's all it is. Oh, my son was the ultimate. I wonder how much money they're going to now make off of just talking about their son. Oh, my son's innocent. No, he's not. Oh, hey, thank you for that, for the heart meme. Thank you. All right. How much money do you think they're now going to make? Because I guarantee you they're not going to go back to a real job. They're going to be using this now as they're going to become activists and try and make money. So this kind of injustice never happens again. I agree. This kind of injustice shouldn't happen again. How about you start telling your kids not to be carrying knives and murdering people? How about that for a fucking start? How about we start there?
I have a feeling Texas is going to take away our stabby stabber here soon.
No, I'm going to tell you this right now. How about we start this in any community? White, black, orange, or purple. I don't give a shit. We start telling people that their lives, no matter who, matters. And that you hurting somebody affects another. And then there's going to be retaliation on this one and that one and this one. How about we just stop it and break the cycle and say everyone's important?
Bullying's fucking real though. My nearly 7-year-old, right, shares a bus with other kids of certain ages, and there's a 14-year-old bullying my nearly 7-year-old fucking kid. A 14-year-old. Now I will, and I've said this to the school, if they don't fix it, and I've gone to the school and I said it's fucking flat out wrong. He's not even 7 yet, right? Now where I'm from, I would get somebody that kid's age to go and fuck that kid up. Where I'm from, right? We don't call cops, we call family, right? So I don't have that option here, right? Went to the school and I told him if it does not stop, not only am I pressing charges against the fucking parents of the 14-year-old, I will fucking press charges against the school and the bus driver, because that bus driver should pull right over and kick them right off the fucking bus and call the parents and tell them to pick their kids up.
Yep.
Straight up. Because if that happens to my kid, I will do fucking time. And I will own it.
All right, now this one is Austin Metcalf's father speaks out on the Karmelo Anthony verdict. This is from CBS News Texas. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Paying the price for his conviction. Austin Metcalf's father tonight is talking only with our JD Miles about the price that his family is paying.
Because the lie is temporary, but the truth lasts forever.
Jeff Metcalf finally had a chance to read the words he's been writing in a notebook to address his son's killer.
You said, people think that grief is sadness, but it's not, it's rage.
Oh.
Pure, unfiltered rage. You failed yourself, you failed your parents, you failed society. You don't belong in this community.
That's correct.
Metcalf's victim impact statement came at the end of Karmelo Anthony's murder trial. For months, the father of Austin Metcalf has been silenced by a gag order imposed by the judge. Now he's free to speak.
That is some bullshit, too. That is some straight up bullshit. Denying the freaking grieving family from being able to say anything because it might affect the no. His son was freaking murdered. And you're telling the families that they're not allowed to speak is freaking bullshit.
So why are they not allowed? What are they hiding if they're not allowed to speak? What's been like? Was the brother there when it happened? I'm curious.
I'm not exactly sure about that, but I'm sure that when we find the video about the brother, maybe he'll know more about it.
Okay, I'm curious to know if the brother was there.
Yeah. Of something else.
When I woke up this morning, it was a very different feeling. When I woke up, I felt like 1,000,000 pounds had been lifted off my shoulders. Because I used to wake up every morning with this anxiety, with this feeling of dread. And this morning was the first day I woke up with a feeling of peace, comfort, tranquility that I haven't experienced in 14 months.
Who's that talking?
That is the victim's father.
I don't know. My husband's been gone for like fucking 3 years and I don't feel any of those things. How does he get to that fucking level in the space of a couple of months? I'm just curious as a parent.
It could be religion. Some people have religious beliefs that they have to forgive even your worst enemy. I'm going to tell you this, right? I'm sorry. Maybe it's wrong of me. All right, and I'm Roman Catholic, but we're supposed to forgive and turn the other cheek. But I'm sorry. Anyone?
Yeah, I'm not that Catholic, I guess.
Anyone who does anything to my daughters, fuck you.
See, like I've had this journey before because when I finally came clean to my mom, what happened to me 29 years ago, and now it's like longer than that, obviously, but she told me, maybe it's time to forgive him. I was like, why? And I sat down and, months went by. And then Charlie Kirk happened and Erica Kirk saying, that man, I forgive him. And that gave me strength to actually forgive him. Like several days later,
I get the forgiveness for others for yourself, right? You don't have to tell them you forgive them. I understand that. I get it's for yourself, right? But I don't know. I honestly, I can't reach that point to where I forgive people for certain things because some things are unforgivable. I'm sorry. They're just
I'm going to tell you
unforgivable.
this. There are people who must have more higher fiber than I do because I'm sorry, I can't forgive.
They're definitely better person than I
that
am.
phrase. There are things that you could do, but this I can't forgive. This particular thing, I can't forgive.
And you know what? Mine's
If
not
that
even a
happened to me,
person.
that's how I would
Mine's
be.
cancer. If cancer had a face, I would drag it down an alleyway and I would do unbelievable things to its fucking body and face. I've never had so much anger in my fucking life, in myself or anything. I didn't know what hate was till cancer affected my life. And I can honestly say I hate fucking cancer. I can honestly say it. Now, I can't even imagine what I would do or what I would feel if somebody did something to my child. That's a whole new fucking level of up there.
Well, see, that's the thing that we can't understand because that didn't happen to us personally. He might have religious, things where he is so into his faith that he, like just like Erica Kirk.
That's what I'm saying. I want to know how he's able to do that
is,
because I want some of what he has.
Well, I'm sure the way she is, like she knows that she has to say that, but I'm sure there's a part of her that says, "Yeah, fuck that." I'm sure. I'm almost kind of sure of it.
It took me a long time after my conversation with your mom and even at that, like he's never even read those, because a week later he got caught with a whole bunch of child pictures and videos on his phone device. Yeah. And now here we are, we just sentenced him just this past week to 20 years in prison with 20 years of supervised probation. But the state went ahead and picked up my cases. So now I get to go for round 2 against this person. And you guys are giving me some insight on, because even the judge, he read my victim impact statement. And he even told me he felt like it wasn't finished. And I even said, "Oh, I don't know how long I have to talk." And they said, "If you want 3 hours to talk, you have 3 hours to talk. We're not going to stop you for getting this."
Time limit on the victim impact statement. But I understand. I get it when it can be for your own soul, right? I get it. But I'm just saying, me personally, I would love to know how he's able to do that for me, because I would love to be able to be that bigger person that could say, okay, I feel peace, I feel tranquil. I get fucking nights where I can't sleep. I hear a fucking machine in the background. Like, the PTSD is fucking real, you know what I mean? I can't even imagine how people who witness this event happening feel, like to stand there and witness it, what they're going through.
No, just some people, it's their faith that allows them to be able to do it. I have faith too, but I don't think I could do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. He's a better man than me.
Yeah, that's the way I felt like when Erica Kirk did that thing. I'm like, some people were saying well, she said that kind of quickly, didn't she? But no, it's her faith that pushes her to believe the way that she does. Now, I think I could eventually get to a point where I could forgive them. But it ain't going to be like, sorry, I ain't going to be able to forgive you right away. It ain't going to happen.
Well, in all fairness, I'm sure when their kid is sitting down crying for daddy for fucking 5 hours, been there. My kid, some days will wake up, he's having a great day. There's other days he'll wake up and all he does is cry for daddy. Yeah. All he fucking does. When you're holding your kid, crying for somebody who should be there in your kid's life, it puts a spin on things. It can fuck your head up because you can't help them. You want it to stop for them, not yourself. I'll hold them all day long, but to see your kid go through that pain, it's a different world.
I just,
Yeah, definitely bigger people than me. Definitely.
Yeah.
There's also some people who can just put on a good act for TV and for a camera too.
I'm sure.
Because it's socially acceptable to look like a forgiving, calm person. And then when they're alone, a different side of them could very much so come out. I'm not saying that he's not genuine in his calmness or his forgiveness, but some people really know how to play that game really well. But I agree with you guys. For me, some things are unforgivable. And I try my best to treat everybody right. So when someone does me wrong, I'm really not going to forget that. Because I know I started off trying to do you right.
Exactly. And my other thing is, right, as a twin, as a father of twins, like, because he might feel the trank going to police, but I guarantee you the twin brother doesn't. Guarantee it.
Up, though. I mean, to me, he should be able to sue everybody involved, including the whole damn state. His son is gone. How is he? And then he's ordered to be quiet, and he's the one who's been wronged?
Yeah.
What in the hell is this?
You know, what about freedom of speech aspect of this?
Exactly. He
You got
should
a
be able to
freedom of
exercise.
speech. Your First Amendment
Not in a
is being
criminal
blocked
investigation.
for you to grieve, just to grieve.
Yeah, but
There's
in a
something
criminal
wrong there.
investigation, non-gone, and a trial, I don't think you're allowed under certain things.
Yeah. Well, this school,
there were cases.
they obviously had some internal security things because no one should be allowed to enter the school with a weapon whatsoever. So obviously, security there failed to do their job. And I don't care if the students came in and then whatever. No, everyone should be checked. I don't care.
Agree.
All right. But this shit's crazy.
And I felt
it's crazy.
Austin.
Metcalf was in court every day of Anthony's trial. The 19-year-old, now convicted murderer, not only took his son Austin's life, he did it right in front of Austin's twin brother, Hunter.
There you go. Now you know what happened there, Karma. So I guess he did do it.
I was just curious to that. I can't even. Oh my God.
So there you go. There you go.
That's just.
That's psychologically damaging.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, but like I said, my friend is a twin, right? And what happened to her twin, even though they weren't together, she said she knew something was wrong. She got this feeling that something happened to her twin, right? And she didn't know that the phone rang, but she knew that something was wrong. And she was like, and she just like floored. She fell to the floor. I can't even imagine the essence he felt leave his body when something happened to his twin in front of him. Like being there, witnessing it.
Well, it's
like that's just
like I said earlier. Twins have this weird connection.
They do.
That can't be explained. All right, and it's just they're freaking weird. They could be thinking like, all right, do a facial expression. You've seen those videos on TikTok, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Where they're standing side by side, but they can't see each other. Do a facial expression. They do the same one. Raise up, how many fingers are you going to hold up? They hold up the same freaking number of fingers. Could it be staged or faked and say, hey, when I do this, I'm going to do that. When I do this, I'm going to do this. When I do this, I'm going to go.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I've seen some twins do this shit live. Like, unless they have done a coordinated thing where they're going, yeah, anytime anyone asks us to do this, just do that. I don't know. But I've seen
my foster mom
do that. They do some weird shit.
Yeah, they
on
really
demand.
do.
And then
my foster mom had identical twins, and when one broke the arm, the other one felt it. They weren't even in the same country.
That I saw that they hadn't seen each other in years. They came back, their hairstyles the same, their clothing they wear is like not the same exact color, but they're wearing the same thing. That's freaking weird.
It is trippy. But what about that show where they go finding family members and there's this kid put up for adoption, right?
Yeah.
And he was a twin. And they actually married a wife with the same name, called their kids the same names, and they lived in a town with the same initials, and they would like constantly cross each other by in certain places in the States on holiday around about the same time.
That's freaking nuts.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
I think they're psychically connected. I think all twins are very deeply, intensely psychically connected, whether they themselves are aware of it or not. I think they are. I really do, because I've met those.
At the exact same second. They are created and they live as one from the minute they're conceived. They cannot be not on somewhat level together.
But then you got the good one, and then you got the evil one. Dun dun dun.
Yeah. That's true too. Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
I've got an evil one, and she's not even my twin.
The skinny one, and then you got the fat one. Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
I've seen that shit too.
Yeah. I've seen that too.
And here's the joke: the one that makes fun of the fat one ends up becoming the fat one in the end, and then the fat one ends up being the skinny one in the end. So, ha ha! Big joke there, ha ha! All right, back.
Yeah.
What killed me was the body cam footage when I could hear Hunter screaming.
Oh shit! See, that's the other thing.
See,
they tried to suppress that footage. With
Do we
the
get to
jury,
hear
too.
that?
Yeah,
Sorry, is that on public record? Like, can you watch that? The body cam? Was that
Uh,
shown?
I believe that they used some of
interesting.
it, but there was actually footage of the act itself done, and it was suppressed.
Wow.
Oh God, my brother, my twin. You know, as a parent, you always want to protect your kids. And to hear my son and the fear in his voice, and I'm not there to fix it.
What was it like sitting in that courtroom with
That
Karmelo
part.
Anthony for 5 or 6 days?
Challenging is the first word that comes to my mind. And I'll even say this. I had a little bit of sorrow because I'm human. And that poor boy is fixing to experience a life that I would not wish upon anyone.
Metcalf says even today he's received death threats and has previously endured doxing of his personal information and multiple swatting calls to his house.
Now, check this out. Didn't Karmelo's Anthony's parents? We saw that video before this, saying, "Oh, we're having death threats. We're having death threats on ourselves." Oh, I'm sorry. Show me the proof. Here's actual proof of the Austin's family being freaking, shit. They have receipts. Where are your receipts? You know what I'm saying? That's freaking crazy. Yeah, I could say, you know what? There was this person who was talking about it. Oh, that I consider that a death threat. That don't mean shit. This shit. The people swatting the house.
I don't understand. Why are they getting threats? Their son is the one that was injured. Why would they be
Yeah,
getting
no.
threats?
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This swatting thing comes from gamer. I don't know if you ever heard of Gamergate. There's a whole bunch of stupid shit. But there'll be online streamers, kind of like what we're doing right now. Let's say I'm playing a video game and we're talking about guns or something like that. Or even the discussion of guns. Someone would then dox me, find out where I live, call the cops, and the cops will storm through your house thinking that there's an active shooter or you committed a violent act of murder or something like that.
Yeah, that happened in England.
And you're
they
playing video
actually
games.
fired up.
And
Yep.
you're just playing video games. And then it'd be like, oh, shit, guys. The cops just broke through my freaking front door right now. I got to go and, oh, shit. Leave your shit online.
happens.
And people get swatted every day. I know of various YouTubers.
There's somebody unalived because of that.
Yeah,
There's
I know
actually
of-
a story of that.
Like I said, I know of various YouTubers that I've watch on a regular basis, and they've shown their receipts of them being raided. Because people will, they find out where these people live. They'll call the local police and say, hey, he's doing this, and I think he just hurt someone. And then they'll send in the SWAT team and bust down your door.
There's a case in England where they did that, and the SWAT team actually opened up. I don't know what happened or how it came about. I think they thought it was one of those games where the weapon, you actually use a weapon to do it, not like a joystick. So they thought the joystick that was in the shape of a gun was an actual gun, and they shot him. And there was a big freaking overall about that. Big heave-ho.
But yeah, this is the kind of, like, I'm sorry, but both families can't be getting death threats. Sorry, I just don't believe it. All right? Is it possible that both families are getting death threats? Yeah, it's possible. But I don't see the other family showing receipts like this one is. I'm sorry, I just don't.
From people who he says have tried to villainize Austin and the family.
I would hope they take a look in the mirror. And if you have children, and if it was your child who was murdered, would you like people dragging his name through the mud, making memes, making jokes, and just really vile comments?
Where do you and the Metcalf family go from here?
Well, I mean, this is day one of a long healing process. Because honestly, it's been impossible to start healing until this trial was complete.
The trial may be over, but...
All right. And again, this guy has he must be stronger than me. All right? Because I'm sorry, I would have violated that order. The gag order, I would have violated it. Ain't nobody going to tell me that I can't use my First Amendment right. And guess what? He would probably end up going to jail. I mean, I probably would have ended up in jail. But I also would have been able to find a lawyer that would have defended my First Amendment right to do so. Okay? I'm sorry. But a grieving parent has every freaking right to express themselves during a tragedy. And it's damning to show a government that's willing to suppress your freedom of speech, to the grieving family from being able to say what they need to say. That's insane. That's straight up insane. Okay? Let's do a case in point here. Donald Trump was under a gag order about certain things in regards to the retail scam or the Stormy Daniels thing. And it's like, and what was it? Even the E.J. Carroll, that freaking lunatic, and all this stuff. So it's like you don't get to hear his side of what happened. But they get this. It's like everybody else gets to speak, but the person, but this one person. Was there a gag order on Karmelo Anthony's parents? No, there wasn't. Was there a gag order on any of the witnesses? Absolutely not. Just the victim's family? That's weird.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering, though. I do wonder, there's a slight thing in the back of my head that says, well, why? What did the son see or hear? I think that's because the son was actually at the event, the crime itself.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Being able to grieve, though, is not giving away evidence. He could be just expressing his anger. That is not.
I'm wondering, though,
going to be against the.
Like, I'm wondering if the son hunter, right? Say, for instance, right, they're at a lunch, right? You know the way they have that canteen in those schools where they can all be around. Like, I'm wondering if there was certain things done before this, before the tent incident, before the rain. I'm wondering if there's other little things that were all, and it just like this is the ultimate volcano effect of it.
Agree with.
Well, could there be an event where this shit's been going on for a while and this didn't just spontaneously happen, and
Right.
it led up to it, I
Right.
agree with you. But
definitely
could
more
it
that
just be
happened.
a crime of passion and he just got all pissed off? That could happen too. We really don't know
Right.
because they're not telling us anything. You see what
I
I mean?
don't know, but I can totally see some issues of it being a race thing in the beginning. You know, the jocks bullying the underdog, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying I can see it.
All right, now let's see the reactions of the crowd and see what this looks like.
The racial polarization among Americans on display outside the Collin County Courthouse continues.
Look at the effect.
All right, did you see that that guy there?
What's he getting arrested for?
All right, I'm going to show you.
County
Look at this.
Courthouse
Look at his facial
continued.
expression. All right, he thinks it's funny that he's being arrested, and now look at his tongue out. All right, this is showing you that this guy ain't taking this shit seriously. All right, he's just laughing about it.
Look at
that. He stuck his tongue out.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to stop it when his tongue was fully extended, but
I see it.
He thinks this shit is funny. Okay, he thinks this whole thing is his experience. Like, someone died here. Okay, and a person is going to jail not for life, but for 35 years, and half of his term, he can get parole and be released. All right. If he wasn't pushing to get more donations and just accepted, you know what? Manslaughter. He would have been out in even half of that time. But whatever. Make it a racial thing. I'm sure. Because if the roles were reversed, and you always hear this, that guy would have never gotten no time. Actually, a white guy would have gotten hit with a hate crime too. So I don't want to hear that bullshit.
The effect, not just the effect here between the Metcalf family and the Anthony family. Look what it did, one, to those kids they have to live with. Two, it took on this huge, wider, let's have a race war throughout the nation.
Metcalf insists that his son had no racist motives when he approached Anthony about leaving a track team tent.
This case was never about race.
There's going to be those people now that just, try to throw shade on the whole trial with the jury makeup and the speed of it and that sort of thing. I mean,
well, those are the same people that said he.
All right, I'm going to tell you something about the speed of the trial. All right, this isn't like an elaborate freaking. It took hours. No, this is a stabbing. Case in point, there's evidence of the stabbing, multiple witnesses. I mean, what did they want? To drag it out like O.J. Simpson? Sorry, it's not gonna happen. Okay, you're not gonna have this generation's O.J. trial. Do you know why? Because here's one thing that they didn't have during O.J. Simpson.
A body cam wasn't available.
Body cams weren't available. People carrying cell phones wasn't available. I mean, what? Right? I mean, you got Ring doorbells on houses now. All right. So that what do you think? People, I mean, these kids are carrying their cell phones and recording like all the.
But in all fairness, it really wasn't that fast. It was like a year and fucking something before it all got together. Like, it was all gathered up. Everything was fucking looked at both sides,
And the time that he's already served is going to be subtracted from the total count that he has anyway. So is he going to get 35 years? No, it's actually more like 34. So there you go.
I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if this initially really wasn't a race thing, what was it about? What was it over?
It was over a stabbing, but everyone outside of the court trial
So-
thought it was race.
So basically, what I'm under the opinion is there was a confrontation. It was raining. He wanted to get into a tent of a rivalry team, and he went in. They're like, "You need to get out of here," and he's all like, "Make me," and blah blah blah, and that kind of like went about words, and then they all went their separate ways. The next day, apparently, he allegedly felt that he might have been under threat from the same group, so he brought a weapon to school with him the next day, and then he was confronted by this guy again. That's what I heard, but I don't know the full story.
Well, who knows? Maybe they might tell a little bit more in this video. We'll see.
He was jumped by 4 people. His phone was broken. You're going to spin whatever story to try to keep yourself afloat.
Metcalf believes Anthony should have received a life sentence. He says if Anthony is up for parole in 17 years, he will be there in some form to argue against it.
If I'm still alive, yes, I will be there in person. If not, I am going to make a video, if I'm passed on, that can be played.
There are no walls in Metcalf's home without photos or paintings of Austin and his twin. These images and a scholarship in his son's name are what remain for this father, who says he's ready to finally forgive, but not forget.
See, there you go. See, that is the way to go. But see, here's the thing. I don't think I could forgive.
I wouldn't be able to forgive, but you know what? In 17 years, he's not going to be who he was at 17 or 15. He won't be the same person at the same time.
No. But his brother ain't going to be the same as he was going to be if his brother was still alive either.
Right.
His life is now forever changed because of a traumatic event like this. People reevaluate their lives and they change. You see what I mean?
I just feel for families all around on it. I really do. I don't care about court. I really don't. Like, everybody lost here. Everybody lost here. But nobody lost more than what the twin did. The twin lost the most out of everybody. He's the one who lost.
Yes. The mother, the father.
Yeah.
Hell, Karmelo's mother and father. Yeah. Right? Karmelo himself. All of these people are affected by the actions of one.
Oh, deep.
All right?
Damn.
Because Karmelo decided to act and do what he did, he affected not only his life, but the person that he murdered and everyone affiliated with both of them.
So many lives were affected and changed and altered through
and
that
then
one.
Everyone else who is outside of it is trying to go, well, it's racism, it's this. No, it has nothing to do with racism. It was between this kid, and you're reading into it, trying to make it about this because you're the one who wants to make it about that. That's not what it is.
No, I don't think it was a race thing. I just think it was a I don't fucking like you, fuck around, find out thing.
Yep.
People need to understand about forgiveness. Forgiveness was not for him. Forgiveness was for me, so I don't carry the rage, the hate, and that around. It will eat me up like cancer.
Exactly.
J.D. Miles, CBS News, Texas.
So, yeah. I'm just telling you, that guy, he's got more strength than I do because I couldn't do it. I didn't know. Okay. Somebody said something about Jasmine Crockett earlier in regards to this shit. So let's watch. Let's go ahead and watch my favorite Sky News Australia reporter. Take it away.
Left is the deplorable antics of Jasmine Crockett. She's essentially said that she too would have stabbed teenager Austin Metcalf under similar circumstances.
And guess what? By you admitting that, thank God there isn't a thing called pre-crime where they would just arrest you for even suggesting it. So thank you.
Circumstances. What do you make of some of the statements she has made this week? Is she angling for a show on CNN or MS Now? What is her grift here?
Before we start, can I start with a pro Jasmine Crockett comment? I don't know. I just want to say this.
Hello?
Yeah.
Does anybody here have a pro Jasmine Crockett comment?
I don't know who she is, and I don't know
I
what
have
happens.
one. I could give you one. In Texas, they've redistricted some, some electoral votes. She will not be able to be in the next thing. So bye-bye. Have a good time.
I'm so happy we redistrict. I'm so happy that we did that.
No. The same thing like
Bye-bye,
that one guy.
Jasmine.
Was it that one representative who always gets kicked out of all the State of the Unions because he's always holding a sign? That guy, the black Native American guy that always gets kicked out, right? So he got redistricted too, and he ain't gonna be able to come back either. So bye bye. Have a good time.
I want to give a quote from Jasmine Crockett. If someone in this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, would that be bad? Oh, that was about her talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene, the first and only time I've ever agreed with Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Marjorie Taylor Greene either. So
No,
bye-bye.
she irks me.
No, I mean, think about it. She waited so she could get her 5-year retirement, right? And I think she's only entitled to like 5 years of retirement. So, but she stayed in long enough to get her retirement, and then leaves. Doesn't even complete her term of service. Leaves, and then goes to what? Costa Rica with money, so then she can go and get herself a villa. Come on, I thought you were America first. I guess you're more of America last.
But look, if she would have stabbed, she would have made the stabbing of this poor athlete in Texas, she would have been in jail for 35 years, and I think our country would be better off for it. Look, Jasmine Crockett is, as the president says, a low IQ person. But more than that, those comments, you know.
Plus, she ratchet as fuck. And here's the thing. Before this little persona that she had, she was very well spoken, a really nice. She was raised in a really rich home. She was she went to a really went to a lot of private schools, prestigious colleges, and then goes to Texas to go, yeah, gang, I'm doing this, yo. It's crazy. Up, here we go. All right, guys, we have just been reported for bullying and harassment. TikTok, seriously, TikTok, you need to calm down, because making an observation is not bullying or harassment. Let's continue.
Right. All joking aside, are absolutely evil. She completely and totally justified the murder of this kid, okay? She went on this podcast.
Look at the smile on her face. And now read that statement that she said. I would totally do the same thing. Would you trust this kind of person? I certainly wouldn't.
And she was trying to deny all the facts in the case, right? She was saying that the knife actually wasn't really big enough to kill him. She was all of the facts that led up to the murder. She was denying.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? You can drown with just this much water. You know, I mean, what's that thing? Like a small cap from your mouthwash of just water.
You can get what's called dry lung drowning, right? So you can get the condensation from it.
Yeah. So I mean, it doesn't matter. All right.
What do you expect when you plunge a sharp object into someone's chest? You have a rib cage there for a reason. Your lungs and your heart are trying to being protected.
It wasn't in the chest. It was in the heart. Okay, there was a difference.
I know. I'm trying to say, like, if you anywhere you have the lungs and the heart there.
Yeah. Well, when you
Something
stab somebody in the heart, it doesn't matter. If you cut one of those like blood vessels, all right, and that's hooked up
You're
to
gone.
all that. All right, I'm sorry. You're gonna be bleeding to death. It could be something small, a small tear or cut. Yeah. It's going to happen. Okay? So it doesn't matter if it's a big knife, a large knife, or whatever. All right? You do anything to that heart. If you ain't freaking like instant care immediately, I'm sorry. The kid, you got hurt. And this woman is justifying this and said, not only would I do it, I'd do it. I mean, thank God you're no longer going to be a politician. And anyone in the state of Texas that decides to vote her in as a senator this time,
no one wants her.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hardly anybody in the state of Texas even likes her. Like, the ones who actually voted for her are the Dems. So there you go. Like, no one else likes her.
After the what? Was it
and that's what she did for
plus 5 seats that the Republicans are now going to get in the state of Texas? Bravo! Same
I'm
thing
happy
with
to
you
be a
people
part of that boat.
and you people in
Happy.
Florida. Bravo! All right. Oh, and by the way, California, hey, you tried to get after a guy for the governor, and guess what? He's still gonna be in the elections in November. So, and then you're trying to go after the mayor, the new that Spencer Pratt guy that's going for mayor of freaking L.A. I hope he wins. He ain't even a Republican. He's an independent. But I hope he fucking wins. All right, let's continue.
And she was changing. It was really horrible. What do you expect from a person who actually Jasmine Crockett actually inspired one of my videos when she famously said, just because you commit a crime doesn't make you a criminal. And I did a video.
Wait, what?
You know what? Next time any of you have a problem, just quote, well, Jasmine Crockett, man, she was in Congress. So, I'll make
Sorry,
sure.
Homeland Security. Just because a crime is committed doesn't make me a criminal. So, your rules don't apply. Yeah, I don't think I'd be fucking given a get out of jail card.
That you and I talked
Well, apparently you are, according to her.
about. So, yeah. By the way, she's an attorney. She's an actual lawyer, if you could believe that.
She should be disbarred. Remove her bar card, please.
So
This is what's remarkable.
Isn't it?
How is she an attorney? Because some of the stuff she says isn't just morally reprehensible. It just betrays such incredible ignorance of the law, of just things that you would expect a child to know. She seems oblivious about.
Now that sounds like some damn bullying and harassment.
On the Austin Metcalf murder, the fundraiser for the killer, Karmelo Anthony, that raised more than $600,000 has been yanked by ghosts.
Whoa. Wait a second. I thought it was million. I was pretty sure it was million. It's only 600K? Well, then that changes everything. I was hearing it was close to a freaking $1 billion at this point, which again, that's insane in itself. But it's only 625K?
I had to look that up.
That's crazy. We might have to look it up later on.
And go army. Is that because he's been convicted and you can't be profiting from criminality?
No, that's not it at all. It's just because once you've finished raising the money for what you wanted to, in this case was the defense, then they pull it out. But they can go back and do it all over again, and I expect they're going to. He doesn't have actually good look. If you name your child after a second-rate basketball player, that makes you a bad parent. But it's.
Come on, man. Is that supposed to be a joke? It's a really bad one.
Worse when you raise a murderer, which is what they did. You know, there's so much interesting about this whole case. By the way, I also want to point out, their self-defense.
By the way, this guy's a filmmaker. I don't recognize the name.
Kind of fell apart because he brought a knife to a track meet. And by the way, he didn't grow up in Compton. He grew up in Frisco, Texas, which, by the way, is ranked as one of the safest cities in America.
In comparison to Compton, California, it probably is.
Frisco is.
No. I guarantee you, Frisco, Texas, is probably safer than Rancho Cucamonga. It's probably safer than Los Angeles. I'm sure it's like Compton. I mean, all these little cities and everything like that, I'm sure is far safer than the ghetto. Okay? Like in New York City, I'm sure it's a lot safer than New York City. I'm sure it's a lot more safer than Chicago. I'm sure it's safer than Baltimore.
It is safer than Houston, I will say that.
Is it safer than Seattle? Maybe.
No, but I mean, I've been to Fresco, and like there's been times where, like, I remember one time we're in a hotel room and like the whole hotel just got like surrounded, and apparently the person that was at the swimming pool murdered someone a few hours before they decided to go swimming.
Mm.
That was an insane. I've seen some shit there. So
Crazy. Well, let's continue it. We're at 3 minutes and 27 seconds out of a 6 minute and 26 second video. Hey, by the way, I need to ask you guys, because some of you have been coming to my the new format in which I've been doing the channel. Have you been enjoying the video segments that I do?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then I will continue to do so.
Not cut against it. But yeah, they were living.
Oh, by the way, just in case, I will do the obligatory in between some of these because, you know, just in case for those who just came in, everything we've done from the beginning and even to this point is covered under 17 U.S.C. subsection 107, which basically is the U.S. doctrine, copyright law for fair use, which allows us to do everything that we have been doing. And that's TV shows, movies, news reports, music videos, streaming services, social media, anything that's content we could totally watch. And we are protected by U.S. laws. And we are great. It is so awesome that I am aware of this bullshit. All right, back to it.
With the money they raised in a almost $1 million house in one of the most exclusive areas in Frisco, Texas. I looked up, you know, I went to Street Easy. I looked at the house that run $900,000 to $1 million, and they're way nicer than what you see behind me and what I live in. Just so we're clear about what they're using the money for. And also, I want to read you a couple more quotes from the people who gave them money, and you can make comments on this website. So,
oh yeah. That's insane too. You should go over to GoFundMe and look at some of these things here. Also, I want to acknowledge Artman. You are now #1, and your picture now reflects that on the screen. Just letting you know. Karma, you could totally whip his ass. He's only 1 point ahead of you.
So here's one. These white people can die mad like their ancestors, or hate is embedded in their DNA, speaking about white people, or I hope the knife made a full recovery. So this is what we're talking about.
They're not even good comments either. You know what I mean? It's like, I hope the knife made a full recovery. That's fucking idiotic and very stupid.
Disgusting.
What this, who they raised the money from. And by the way, yes, this is part of the defense, and they specifically said that this was going to be going for things like a psychologist and forensic profile, for the defense, forensic profiles. None of that, as far as I can tell, was actually in this case at all. They put up such a weak defense because it seemed like they didn't want to spend any money on it. And now their child is going to jail for 35 years, or 20 years if he gets out on parole, which he deserves, by the way. But it doesn't seem like his parents had any need to spend the money on his defense. And the behavior outside the courthouse, I can't tell you how horrific it was. There's one woman who was yelling, what do I tell my black kid? I don't know. Tell him not to stab anybody. Why don't we start with that? The whole thing is just so gross. And of course...
Wow. Didn't I say that like an hour ago? Amazing.
Now they're going to make a whole case out there's no no black jurors on this thing. Yeah, I want to see my case. If God forbid I have to go to trial, and I go, there's no white people on my case. Let's see how far that goes for me.
I played some of the clips of the scenes outside the courthouse. Just shocking. Absolutely shocking. Even the grieving family members of this teenager were...
Hey, Jim, what's going on there, buddy?
Not much.
Yeah,
just
we're
watching
just
some news.
Doing a little Karmelo Anthony, video live today.
Oh, I just watched a bunch of news about that.
Oh yeah. But it's some really weird shit, man. We got to see some really interesting videos. Now we're gonna be checking out. Jasmine Crockett was saying that she would do the same thing.
I seen that dumb broad going off.
Yeah, Panda mentioned it like earlier, and I was like, no way. And then I saw the video, and I was like, oh man, we got to see this crap.
Yeah, she looked like a buffoon up there.
Oh yeah, yeah. So let's go ahead and get right back to it.
Being harassed, there were people were yelling.
Oh, by the way, the new sign, the Underdog Speaks sign, should be here within a week, and it's gonna go right here.
Love it.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's all coming together very slowly.
It's all happening, is what you're supposed to say.
Yep.
Did you order it from Garbage Man? Is that who you got the sign from?
No, I ordered mine through another site, but it's all part of the plan. That's all.
Okay. Just curious.
Out, I'm glad Austin is dead. I mean, just
I probably
depraved,
should have
depraved stuff.
The father. I mean, I could not have done this. I don't have that in me. But he.
Well, you know what? That's Savage, right? Right, Garbage Man, right? I believe. I would like to, but I haven't talked to him about it yet. So maybe in the future there might be a spot somewhere on here where we might be able to do that.
He forgave.
So if you're looking for any geeky shit to be done, like comic shit or movie like Star Wars, he's really fucking good at it.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, because I might even put some of my Star Trek badges up here because they're all magnetic. So who knows? We'll see. But I'll tell you one thing that is not going to be happening is me wearing a freaking skirt like the new Klingons. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he wanted to pray with the family of Karmelo Anthony. He wanted to pray with them.
I will be.
And this is how they respond. It is just so reprehensible. Yeah, it really is. And you wonder what sort of media coverage would there be? What sort of writing would there be if the races were reversed? Because they're desperate to make this about race. If they actually did, if it was a white kid who went in and stabbed a black kid in the heart and that black kid died in his twin's arms, can you just imagine what would be happening right now with the media coverage and the fact that, you know, he's got a 17-year minimum term when he could have got a lot more.
Karmelo Anthony now sentenced 35 years, decided by the jury, handed down by the judge.
We can't just start doing other people's shit. I gotta find videos that are a little different. Can't just do that one. You know what? Let's see an expert analysis from Angry Cops himself. You should watch. But he will not be doing no shameless
A Texas family says they're turning to their faith
here.
after the stabbing death of a 17-year-old high school student.
Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony did not know each other.
Karmelo Anthony was sitting under Frisco Memorial's pop-up tent at a track meet Wednesday morning.
He said, well, you don't belong here. You don't go to Memorial. He had a Centennial tracksuit on.
Anthony grabbed his bag, reached inside, and said, quote, touch me and see what happens. Anthony stabbed Austin once in the chest and then ran away.
My son is not here anymore.
Today we're going to be talking about the murder case of Austin Metcalf by Karmelo Anthony. Now this unfortunate murder has gotten a lot of press and God, for a lot of wrong reasons. 2 high school kids, both athletes, both of their lives ruined. One because they've passed away and the other one because he took the life of the other kid. And people across the internet are bringing up some crazy theories that they know nothing about.
I move that I be disbarred.
Like castle doctrine or stand your ground law, the legal right to self-defense in Texas.
Which that is a thing in itself too that we should look up. The self-defense laws when it comes to the state of Texas. Let's go ahead and pull that up right now.
Gun laws in the state of Texas, like the person literally has to be inside of your house.
All right, let's go ahead. Defense laws. Let's see what the other reasons here. Let's see. Let me go ahead and pull that down so y'all can see it, just like I can. All right. It says Texas self-defense laws outlined in Penal Code Chapter 9 justify the use of force or deadly force if you reasonably believe that it is immediately necessary to protect against unlawful force, death, or serious bodily injury. Texas is a stand-your-ground state, which means you have no duty to retreat if you are legally present in a location. Okay. Does the Karmelo Anthony case of him doing what he did, is that considered self-defense? No, because the other person would, one, have to have a weapon as well, right? And you would have to be defending yourself. He stabbed a person. It was his knife.
He was asked to leave several times.
Yeah, and he refused to leave. All right. Now, here is some key legal principles here. All right. Let me see if I can bring that down. There's a reasonable belief. Your fear of harm must be objectively reasonable, meaning an ordinary person in the same situation would also believe force was necessary. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. All right. He was told to leave the tent several times. He refused to leave. Okay. Why would he then draw a weapon on a guy who had no weapon? Why would that level of force be necessary if the other guy didn't have a weapon himself?
It wasn't necessary at all.
Absolutely.
Was everybody else sleeping in here? Come on, you girls. Wake up.
Let's see. Proportionality.
6:45 this morning.
Well, all right. The level of force you use must be proportionate to the threat. You generally cannot use deadly force in response to a verbal provocation alone. Well, there you go. That's seems to be why he got freaking jail time. Because the other guy didn't have a weapon. That's one, and was told he had to leave several times. There's two. And he actually murdered someone. Oh, there's three. Okay. Here's the next one here. It says no duty to retreat, which I feel like this does not apply to it, but let's go ahead and look at it anyway. If you have a legal right to be in a place, e.g. public space, home, work, I'm going to say school event in this particular thing. You are not required to flee before defending yourself. Now, he was not to be at this particular tent in the stands, all right? He could have gone somewhere else, but he decided he wanted to be there, okay? He goes, you are not required to flee while defending it. Dang it, Karma. You're lucky that shit show ain't here.
I've got like this.
I'm gonna pretend to be shit show. He goes, hey, you know what? Hey, you just shit. I just lost my damn mind.
Like, come on, ladies, talk up. I'm over there. See, look, I'm going to show you this, guys.
He
it's
probably would have
off topic.
He probably turned his camera on. Would have been like this.
But look, I'm up here. It's a double bunk, right? And if you can see all of this, right, all these teddies, right, all of this. So I promised him, because he got all threes in his report card, I promised I'd organize his bunk bed for him. So I'm organizing his bunk bed for a surprise from when he gets out of school. So I got an energy burst. I'm on a mission here. Sorry, but I'm listening, and I love your live, by the way.
Oh, thank you. All right, now we got this next key principle here. The threat must be active or immediately about to happen. Preemptive strikes to prevent potential future threats are not considered legal self-defense. Obviously, the castle doctrine doesn't apply because that's more for your house and stuff like that. So that doesn't. Okay, now protection of property, that obviously does
That's
not
not
apply.
true because underdog, if you are in your vehicle, your home, or motorhome, or a tent, would be considered your castle.
Yeah, but you're also on school property, so the government at that point has the they have to be protecting everybody while in school grounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but was that
Is there
his
personal
place?
responsibility as well? Absolutely, but technically, I guarantee you, the school will be getting sued. The state will be getting sued. It's going to be freaking
that.
crazy.
They're going to look for the easiest target they can get.
Oh, that's what they're going to do. Now we're going to look at the section here when self-defense is not justified. All right, which I think that this might show some of the reasons why he was arrested and got his 35 years. Let's see. Provoked the initial altercation unless you tried to abandon it and the other person kept attacking. All right. Now what are they going to try to say? That the Austin kid was provoking him and that's why he got stabbed and murdered? No, that's probably not what happened. If you're being told to leave the tent, and he was told this many times, he then decided to stay there and escalate the situation. That's why he was arrested. That's why, it's murder. That's why this stuff. Hell, the own witness statement of one of his own witnesses, who then was cross-examined and was told that Karmelo was not doing self-defense, that he was instigating it. That's why you're in jail for 35 years. Your own witness said he was in the fault. He was the one doing it. Boom. That's why you're in jail. It's not because of the freaking jurors. Remember, they have to respond to something called reasonable doubt, suspicion and stuff. Now, I'm not a legal person per se, but if we had like Atlas, who actually is a lawyer, and we were able to get Atlas in here, I'm sure he would be able to explain this a lot better than me. But let me see if we could find Atlas real quick.
You don't need a lawyer to explain it. It was pretty
yeah.
freaking
You definitely need a lawyer.
Geez, anybody with common sense can figure it out.
Yeah, but like I said, there are some things that a lawyer is just better at than just some rink-a-dink guy here on TikTok. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get Atlas in. Let him.
I can't find Atlas right now. All right.
He might not be on.
Yeah, he may not be on. Let me see. Then we got the next section here of when self-defense is not justified. All right. We're engaged in an ongoing crime other than a minor traffic violation at the time of the incident. All right. Well, that's cool. All right. Third sense goes, we're using force to resist a search or arrest by a peace officer, even if the arrest is deemed unlawful. Well, obviously those last two aren't applied, but this one here on the top could be used against him. Let's see, are you looking for rules? Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much why he was arrested and all this shit. So here we go.
Something they know nothing about. And obviously because of these two, you got people on both sides of the aisle race baiting and grifting because one's one color and the other's another. But I'm going to be clearing up all of that for you and describing how a detective would go and investigate the scenario and what Texas law has.
Oh, and by the way, he is actually not only is he a drill sergeant in the Army, guess what else he is? A cop! So let's hear what he has to say.
Has to say about all of this. Was this a crystal clear case of self-defense, or was this obviously a murder? Now, I've got things that other people don't. Because I waited a little while and took my time investigating this, I've got the police report and the original...
Oh, wait. We got Madam 12. Holy crap. I haven't seen her in a while. Let's see if we can get her in here.
Shit shows down there too.
Shit shows down there. I don't see him.
I can't invite him. He's private.
Yeah, well, I can't see him, so I can't invite him anyway.
Shit show request up.
Shit show would have to request up, but if Madam 12, yeah, come on up. I sent her an invite. She's always welcome to come in here.
Statements from the officers that responded on scene. Now, the video of the incident, which from different news stories state that there's several videos, have not been released yet. And I don't expect those to before the trial gets going. And once the trial gets going, I'm sure then some of the edited or maybe not edited.
Yeah, go ahead. Somebody was saying something? No? Okay.
Video will come out. But
speak up, Panda.
Well,
I'll be right back. I have a guest.
Oh, okay.
Okay, gotcha.
before I break down the entire police report written by numerous officers who took down statements for witnesses, a word from this video sponsor. But on a serious note, have you heard of Raid Shadow
Oh, come
Legends?
on now, man. There's going to be no shameless promotion of video games except when I do it, and it's not going to happen there, Hoss.
So that we know the...
Only when I finally get my sponsorships on YouTube will there be any kind of shameless promotion. The only kind of shameless promotion that will be done on this channel is check out Underdog Speaks on TikTok, where I have over 2,500 followers, and I do content and AI videos. So if you want to see some of that, come on down.
Facts as they lay out from the police report. And feel free to pause and check out all the individual documents that...
So here we go. So he
Well,
was...
Madam 12 pops in left.
Yep, she did. Here we go.
Did a drive-by.
Yep. She, all right, here we go. The arrest report. I know you guys can't read it, but I can. His status was that he was being, as an adult at age 17. I know you can't see it, but trust me, I will read off everything here. All right. Let's see. He was arrested by the Frisco Police Department. The location was at a stadium in Frisco, Texas. Let's see. There are two officers there, Officer Cortez and Ricci, held for local prosecution. Karmelo Anthony, I don't even know how to say his middle name. His social is obviously blacked out. His date of birth is blacked out. Race, B is in black, right? Age 17, male. Height, 5'9", hair black, eyes brown, and was born in Baton Rouge. And then they black out all the necessary stuff here. Apparently he worked for Hebe, which is a big grocery chain over there in Texas. I know because I've done deliveries for them when I was a trucker. Let's see. His charges here are for murder. And his bond amount was for $0. So technically he could have been released while waiting his charges.
I put up one at a time as I go over the pertinent information from each...
Okay, now I could read you the officer's statement that's down here below if you guys want. I know you guys can't really see it, but because for one, I can't zoom
Gen
in.
X over here?
Yeah, I can't actually zoom in on that, but that's cool.
Nessa, are you Gen X, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah, trust me. I was like, who the hell is this?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on here?
No. See, she didn't have her. See, I thought that somebody was like duping her account at first because I was like, come on, she talks, damn it. And all I kept hearing was some shit in the background. And then she goes, oh, no, I'm watching another live at the same time. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, we'll allow it this time. All right.
I just looked at my
no,
phone
it was
and
like
seen a picture. I was like, wait a minute. That's
no. When I saw the follower count, I was like, yeah, but people who dupe accounts, it's under like 50 followers or like they have no followers at all. I was like, this has got to be her account. Let's invite her back. And then she goes, oh, no. I was just on another live. I was like, yeah, I know. And you show your face. So I know that it's you now. You know, you do it all the time. See, you're kind of like me in the sense that I actually show my face. If there's an account of mine and I don't show my face, you'll know it's not me. Because there's that one Underdog Speaks one with the cartoon that I used to have as my profile. I've seen them go around. And here's the thing. If you don't see this ugly mug, it ain't me. Okay?
I don't think people copy me, so I just have a whole bunch of pages.
Well, like I said, they've already copied my account. They copied Blackbird's account.
man.
They're going after people. They went after Top. They went after Top's daughters. Both of his daughters. That some weirdos are putting the. I'm just reporting them. I'm flat out reporting them, trying to get them off. But yeah, he is pissed off, and rightfully so. I mean, shit. If anyone did that to my daughter, I'd be fucking livid.
Heck yeah.
So let me see if I can read the statement that the officer here wrote down.
Okay.
Let's see. Officer Cortez says adult male was taken into custody following a stabbing call on FISD property, which I'm assuming is the the school's property. It says on 4/2/25, approximately around 17:04. That's when he responded to the thing. At 10:01 hours, Stately School Resource Officer, Officer Cortez, heard over the radio dispatch call out of a stabbing call at the stadium at that particular school. It gives all the details for that. The Frisco Police Department called. Notes indicated that the athlete was stabbed. The suspect was reported being a black male wearing a gray hoodie and blue sweatpants. I immediately left my office, ran across the school parking lot to the stadium lot towards the south entrance into the stadium. I entered the stadium, and the two high school age students. It is really hard to read this shit because it's so damn small. I'll have to tell you, and I'm not even wearing my glasses, so I'm surprised I can read it at all. Informed me that the victim was on the north end of the stadium by the bleachers at the Memorial High School tent. I did not identify these students. Next, I proceeded towards the north end of the stadium, visitors' side, on foot. As I got closer to the north end, I could see a Memorial High School tent with multiple individuals under the tent. Once I arrived onto the north side and bleachers, an adult male who was on the track pointed out the suspect. I was not able to identify the witness. The individual that pointed out that he was a black male wearing a gray hoodie, sweater, and dark-colored Nike pants. The suspect at this point was on the, and that's all it shows. I'm assuming there's more.
Officers' statements within this report. Let's start off with the school resource officer that's located in the Staley School where the stabbing took place. The school resource officer...
We might actually get a better view of this, so here you go.
Cortez was able to put the suspect in custody and the first on the scene. At least that's the way that it looks like from the report. All the following officers detail what they did and how they all kind of correlate and corroborate each other's stories. But let's get into SRO Cortez's statement. Cortez hears a stabbing call out over the radio, runs onto the track and field where two students point out the location of the victim. Cortez sees...
See, this is a lot better when somebody actually zooms in on it, isn't it? I don't know if you can see that or not, but
Oh, I can't read that.
let's just continue.
The Memorial High School tent with people around it, under it, and by the bleachers. Someone points out the suspect, black male, gray hooded sweater and dark Nike pants. Cortez tells the suspect to put their hands in the air and gets the suspect in custody. Suspect makes statements to Officer Cortez once detained. Now, these statements are critical, and I'll tell you why they still will be used in court, even though there weren't any Miranda rights read. So what did Karmelo Anthony say? Well, I was protecting myself. He put his hands on me, and when SRO Cortez goes over the radio to say, I have the alleged suspect in custody, Karmelo responds with, I'm not alleged, I did it. And later on, while Cortez...
Whoa! Whoa! Hey, Karmelo, you're wondering why you got that 35 years? Right there, buddy. Shouldn't have said shit. But you can't take that shit back. Sorry. I'm not alleged. I did it. That's admission to guilt right there, buddy.
As in another off.
And guess what? It doesn't matter when they Mirandize you. Every statement that you said from beginning to end, they could Mirandize you in the police station. Everything you said prior to that is still part of it.
That's why they warn you.
Yeah, that's why they always say, don't say nothing. Want a lawyer. Don't say anything.
You have the right to be silent.
No, even if any interaction with a cop, if it's a mutual encounter or anything like that, you say nothing.
Right?
You're supposed to say nothing and be like, okay, and move on.
Officer Walker.
He admitted it. No, that's the thing. He admitted it. He said, "Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it."
Karmelo to the patrol car. He makes another statement.
Yeah, first thing you should have been like, "I need a lawyer." Like right then and there. I'm not making any statements until I got a lawyer. Simple. Done. But no, what did he do? It isn't alleged. I did it. That's why you got 35 years, buddy. Yeah. I'm sorry. Your mom and dad can say racism all you want. He admitted it. It's in the police report. There ain't no racism when he's saying, yeah, I did it.
The sad thing about this whole thing is he took a life, threw that life away, and then he also threw his life away at the same time.
Oh yeah. Let me see if we can get back to that.
Right. Suspect makes statements to Officer Cortez once detained. Now these statements are
okay. I gotta roll back just a little bit here.
Someone points out the suspect, black male, gray hooded sweater and dark Nike pants. Cortez tells the suspect to put their hands in the air and gets the suspect in custody.
Okay, now right here is where it says it, but it isn't highlighted. The suspect, all right, where is it? He goes, while the suspect is on the ground, I advised that I had alleged suspect while he was on the radio. The suspect then responds and says, I'm not alleged. I did it. Not only is it written down, I'm sure there's body cam footage of it as well. Oh, by the way, thanks for that heart meme there, Jim. There ain't going to be no, well, I never said that. It's written down in the report. He could say, well, I didn't say that. That's fine. But I'm pretty sure there's some body cam footage of him saying that as well. So it's kind of going to be a little hard for him to say, I didn't say that. So that's crazy. There you go. There you go. If anyone had any problems with there being anything with this case, take a picture of that. And that's all you need. All right? He admits it. It's not an alleged. I did it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Loser. You don't get pass go. You go directly to jail and you do not collect $200. I'm sorry. But thank you for playing.
Makes statements to Officer Cortez once detained. Now, these statements are critical, and I'll tell you why they still will be used in court, even though there weren't any Miranda rights read. So what did Karmelo Anthony say? Well, I was protecting myself. He put his hands on me, and when SRO Cortez goes over the radio to say, I have the alleged suspect in custody, Karmelo responds with, I'm not alleged, I did it.
Oh, and it's all on body cam. Ooh.
And it's all on body cam. So that's crazy in itself, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, does that sound racist in any way? Black, white,
No.
anything? No, it's in black and white. I'll give you that. It's in black and white. But does it seem like there's any racism going on? No, I did it.
No, it's admission to guilt.
It is an admission to guilt. I'm not alleged. I did it.
Bill started the whole thing to begin with.
Him being told to leave a tent. I think it was like raining or some bullshit. Like, some other damn thing. Like some people have, like in the stadiums, like they'll, like family members or groups will have their own little tents set up and everything like that. And it was probably like a group, a family, of friends, all staying under this thing and just someone coming in. Now, the Christian thing to do, because if it was raining, would be just to allow him to be in there because it's raining, right? But I'm sure there's more to the story than it just raining. He was probably being belligerent in some way and was saying some weird shit. Who knows? Maybe these two kids had some kind of beef that was going on long before this. We don't know because they will not say.
And later on, while Cortez and another officer walk Karmelo to the patrol car, he makes another statement. He put his hands on me. I told him not to. Is he going to be okay? Now, in New York State, we call these 71030 statements based on New York Criminal Procedure Law, CPL 71030. Now, each state has its own 71030, but a 71030 is this: a spontaneous utterance or statement, meaning that I, as an officer, while effecting an arrest or going about my job, run up to somebody who may or may not be involved in a crime. But let's say that they are. They're the suspect. And they start saying things like, yeah, I did it, or I only stabbed that once. Well, those statements can be used in court even though the Miranda rights aren't read. This is important, all of you internet sleuths and true crime people. Miranda rights do not need to be read to you when you're arrested. I know. Mind-boggling. The amount of times you've probably watched an episode of Cops and seen somebody say, you ain't read me my rights. You ain't read me my rights. Miranda rights are only read when the individual believes that they are detained or they are not free to leave and under arrest, and the officer, detective, investigator, whomever asks them direct questions regarding the crime that they may be implicated in. Does that make sense? So,
makes sense to me.
If I pick you up and I don't say anything to you other than you're under arrest, and then I throw you in the back of the car, everything you say jibber jabbing away at me in the back of a cop car can be used in court. Right? Something you don't learn every day. Now let's continue on with Cortez's statement. Cortez says that while being placed in the vehicle, there's blood on Karmelo Anthony's hand. Officer Cortez makes a note of it on their body cam. Hey, I see that there's some blood on the suspect's hands, which I think is great. I loved when I had a body cam. I loved talking to it like it was a person. I'm pulling this person over for this. Oh, wow, they're really swerving. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, man, you're really freaking me out. Please stop scaring me. Please stop scaring me. It paints a really good picture of how you're feeling when you talk to your body cam.
Oh, my God.
Hey, it also gives a person, a way to write your report later on too, because then you can mention the things like your emotional state or things you're witnessing, because guaranteed before they had like body cams, I bet you it was a bitch to try to remember every fucking thing on a freaking police report. You know what I mean?
Called mine Larry. Cortez transports Karmelo Anthony.
Wait a second. He just called his body cam Larry?
He did.
Okay.
To lockup. They take away his clothes because there's blood on the clothes. They hold them in for evidence. And then that evidence in a bag is given to their evidence collection agency and submitted as evidence. Boom. Great job, Cortez. Now, I forgot to mention earlier, when Officer Cortez grabs Karmelo Anthony, Cortez asks him, are there any weapons on you? And Anthony says no. Pats him down, no weapons found. They do a better pat down later on, still no weapons found. Significant, because the victim was supposed to have been stabbed. That's what this whole calling was, a stabbing. But yet, the suspect doesn't have a weapon on them. Well, what does that mean, boys and girls?
You think we need to look for more clues?
Please, 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 please.
Oh, hey. Let me see. I don't know if I can do my Mickey Mouse anymore. Let me see.
You can give me a handy dandy notebook.
He goes, hey, guys, it's time to bring out our mouse-ca-tools.
That was awesome.
Mishka, Mushka,
So do
Mickey Mouse.
Hey there, Mickey. I hear you've been doing the freaking mouse-ca-tools. But I got another thing to tell you. Me and Minnie have been having a little bit of fun, if you don't know what I mean. He goes, hey, do you notice the reason why me and Minnie haven't been in this episode?
That means that weapon is thrown somewhere and now we gotta find it. When you put
First of all, wasn't freaking like Goofy in a relationship with a cow? Then how come Max isn't a freaking part cow?
Because it has another mama.
Yeah. He goes,
Never thought of that. That makes sense, though.
that's crazy, isn't
It does make sense.
Hey there, Maxie. What seems to be going on? Oh, whatever, Dad. Can you leave me alone? Oh, no way. My job is to embarrass the shit out of you. And I will continue to do so because technically this isn't even my real voice. Actually, this is my real voice, motherfucker. And I'm going to play this game until the end of fucking time. Every time. You notice how I talk this way when we in the house? But when freaking company shows up, I'm like, hi, how you doing there? Because
How cute is that?
Because Goofy, I'm the biggest motherfucking gangster of all.
That's adorable.
Holy shit, I haven't seen something like that in quite a while.
I have this since I was a freaking kid, dude. This came all around the world.
Is it?
I've
is that
seen
thing?
something like that, but I can't place it.
I know what it is. I just don't remember what it's called.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Like, I remember, but I can't remember. You know what
I
I'm
don't remember that thing.
It's like I remember what it is. I just can't remember the name.
The monsters from the David Bowie movie.
Oh,
Are you talking about one of the guys from the
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth, yep.
That's weird. That is weird indeed.
That's when these came out.
Ah.
So you're looking at early 80s with the Kerbers.
Yep, and the Popples.
Yeah, my other heart throb.
Yep. All right, back to it. Let's try and get some funny legal analysis.
that out over the radio, hey, suspect has no weapon on them. Hint, hint, other patrol. We should probably be looking for that thing. But let's move on to the next officer, Officer Ricky, Reese, R-I-C-C-I. I'm gonna go with Ricky.
Oh, Ricky, you're so fun.
It's Ricci. You know, like Nicole Ricci, right?
Yeah.
But
Ricci.
he don't know how to read. It's okay.
You're so fine.
You know, I'm gonna tell you that most people in the military, some have some problems reading. I ain't gonna lie.
Officer Ricky seems to be the second officer on scene and assists Officer Cortez. And most of Officer Ricky's statement backs up and supports Officer Cortez's depiction of what went on. But Officer Ricky also remembers a different statement that Karmelo gave while being led to the car with Officer Cortez. Officer Ricky hears Karmelo ask, could what happened be considered self-defense? Which we are gonna talk about later. In Texas, you have the right to defend yourself. Castle Doctrine, stand your ground. We're gonna get into it. Don't worry. Officer Ricky ends the statement by saying that He sees the freaking blood on Karmelo's hands and decides to take photos with it with a department-issued camera. Good job. Evidence collection by everybody is fantastic. There's no film, it's only digital space. Take as many photos as you want. Next is Officer Otis. He adds a little bit more to the description.
Did he say Officer Otis?
Otis, yes.
Of the suspect says they've got a goatee and also short hair. That the stabbing took place at the visitors' side of the stadium. That the suspect was distraught and crying while being led away from the scene to the police patrol vehicle. That it starts to rain, and so that large tent that Officer Cortez describes as where the victim was and where the victim is, well, Officer Otis moves the tent over top of the victim and the people working on him in order to save any potential evidence. And because the rain and bad weather can affect evidence collection, takes out his camera.
Is that Mr. Bill?
Oh my god, I have not seen one of those in forever.
Mr. Bill.
I collect
love
shit,
it.
dudes. I'm sorry. I'm such a geek. I'm sorry. Continue.
No. That's Mr. Bill. Yeah. This is freaking like, oh no.
Memory lane here.
Dude, if I had one of those things, I would have so much fun with it. I would just like.
I want to hang out at
car.
Karma's house.
I would like do all sorts of.
You have no idea. I've
cliff.
had these teddies like since 1979. Literally all mine, all my husband's, and all of Phoenix's. They're literally all on the fucking hundreds, man. I'm finding shit I haven't seen in forever.
Crazy.
Since when?
She said 1979.
Wow.
I was born in 79, so there's stuff my nan had made for me. Then
Wow.
Michael was born in 1974, so there was stuff that was handmade for him from his tribe. So all ours combined and our kids. So you're talking like a shit ton of teddies.
Wow. All right. Well, let's see what we got. Let's continue.
Snapping photos of everything in order to document it before any changes are made. Brilliant. Witnesses tell Officer Otis that the suspect threw a knife. And shortly thereafter, other officers recover a knife in the bleachers. And that while it began to rain, he covered the knife with the tarp, once again, in order to protect any potential evidence. The murder weapon is a pretty integral part of evidence for said murder investigation, so good job. Officer Wetzel comes in and says he was standing there looking at the trainers, giving medical attention to the victim. However, the trainers were saying that the victim was no longer conscious and had no pulse. Officer Wetzel's approached by
That which is pretty consistent with you being dead.
a witness, and the witness says the following to Officer Wetzel, that the witness was sitting underneath the Memorial High School tent with their teammates. The suspect sat under the tent, but he was from a different high school, likely Continental High School. The victim.
Well, see, then that would be another reason why he would not be allowed on that side of the stadium, for one, and in that tent. If he's from a different school, they were probably like, get out of here. You know, they don't let
From a
like
different
they
school,
don't
and
like
he's
when I
going
was in
into
high
another
school.
tent?
When I was in high school, right? If you
That's
were
a rival.
if you were from another school, you weren't allowed on the home side. You stayed.
No, that's a
You
rival.
stayed in the visitor side. Now, if like the let me see, if you got like where the concession stand just happens to be on the home side, yeah, they could be there, but they're not allowed to be in the stands. You see what I mean? So that's probably what the hell was going on. Hey, Reds, what's going on there, buddy?
Not a lot.
Yep.
Had to go spend that money today and wreck all the vehicles.
Oh shit. Yeah, we were doing a little thing about some Karmelo Anthony. We watched a little bit about Jasmine Crockett saying that she would commit a murder herself. I mean, these are the kind of weird things that are going on, and then we're just getting a kind of a detailed analysis about the actual police report and what was going on. Do you know that
She actually said she would commit a murder herself?
Yes, she did.
That's admission to guilt before anything happens. If something happens, she's automatically guilty.
Yeah, guess what? Guess what? Thank God there isn't something called pre-crime in this country, huh?
Yeah, she'd be screwed.
Yeah. But here's another thing that we saw earlier, Reds. Karmelo Anthony admits that he did it. And it's annotated here in the police report. He says, "Oh, I'm not alleged. I did it."
Yep.
So he fucked himself over. So it's probably on body cam too, and I'm sure eventually, probably months down the road, we'll probably get that body cam footage.
Victim told the suspect to move from under their team's tent. The suspect grabbed his bag, reached his hand in, and told the victim, "Touch me and see what happens." The victim touches the suspect, and the suspect replies with, "Punch me and see what happens." The victim grabs the suspect to tell him to move. The suspect pulls out a black knife, stabs the victim in the chest, and then runs away. The victim grabs their chest and yells, "Get help!" And the witness adds more information to the physical description of the suspect, that the suspect is in Continental High School clothing.
Well, kind of hard for him to not be identified, huh?
Officer Fisher gets on scene, is confronted by two witnesses. One of them happens to be the victim's brother, and the other one happens to be a coach. The victim's brother is obviously too upset to talk, so he begins talking to the other coach that's a witness. The coach states that he was sitting on the bleachers underneath the high school tent, the Memorial High School tent, that everybody, including the victims, around, and then an unknown black male came up and sat underneath the tent with them. The victim tells the suspect, "Since you don't go to MHS, you've got to leave the tent." The victim and suspect go back and forth. The victim stood up and shoves the suspect to move him from the tent, and during the argument, the suspect reaches into a bag and keeps his hand in the bag.
Well, that's a pretty cut and dry thing, you know. You don't even go to school here. You don't belong here. Please leave. And then an instigation of him. All right, you can leave now. Oh yeah, well punch me, well hit me, all this shit. So he shouldn't have been there in the first place.
What the hell is he doing with a knife at a goddamn track meet?
That is a failure of security, not patting down people going into a stadium. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have had a knife anywhere. That's just common sense. You don't take a knife to a freaking track meet.
His parents, I'm sorry, didn't raise him right.
Yeah, that's not exactly gym attire.
There should be no weapons at a school anyway, which I'm sure he knows that anyway.
Yeah.
Eventually stabbing the victim. We've got a couple witnesses.
Anyway.
Oh yeah.
He was supposed to have been suspended.
Yep, exactly. He's breaking the little rules.
Yeah.
This is that we've talked to already, and everybody's painting a similar picture. Officer Schultz shows up. Say that 10 times fast. Sees life-saving techniques being applied to the victim. Gathers witnesses' names. Separates them so that way they're not talking to one another, so that their stories remain exactly what they have in their head and not changed by anybody else's opinion or storytelling. Was told that the knife was thrown. Ends up finding the knife. Hooray! You found the evidence. It's the knife in the bleachers with Karmelo Anthony. Puts the tarp over the knife and then grabs a backpack.
Did they just do Clue?
Yeah, kinda.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Carmelo, that's why you got 35 years, buddy.
Back nearby in order to weigh down the tarp so it's not blown away. But guess what?
Damn, maybe you should have like freaking left and maybe changed your clothes or like.
I don't think he's going to get a full 35 years.
Committed. Oh no, he probably won't.
The bag that he grabbed.
Yeah.
I don't think he's good now, but I don't think he's going to see 35.
Yeah.
Backpack. The only backpack not from Memorial High School in that area of the bleachers. So what do we have?
Oh, wait. So he left his own backpack behind. Oh. Places him there at the scene.
Right.
We have a bunch of stories and physical evidence now showing that one kid popped under a tent around
What's that?
Can I say one thing on that, though?
Yeah, go right
So,
ahead.
Flipping us off.
It was very sloppily done and very messily done, so it does show he did not put a lot of premeditation into it. Like, he didn't really... It seems to me that was done in panic, in that, like, holy fuck, what did I do? So he recognizes what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
you know
was
what I'm
asking
saying?
all the wrong questions. I mean, if he's saying, does this stand up like for self-defense after the fact, it's like, what was he thinking?
No, he definitely did it without a doubt. But did he wake up and plan it out fully to the T? I'm going to put this. I don't think it was that kind of intense.
Premeditated.
Yeah. I think he would have cleaned up a lot better. Had you done it more calmly, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He just made
Well, he
stupid
didn't-
mistake, is what he did.
Yeah.
From someplace else and was told to leave. And then that resulted in the victim being stabbed. Officer Higgins, doing the best with the least, shows up. A witness comes up and says, hey, I want to make a statement. I saw everything. Higgins says, hold on 1 second, notifies detectives, and well, I'm going to shoot him. There's got to be more to it than that in order.
Trying to find some more stuff here. Nope, that's about it. So there pretty much is the analysis on that. Now let's go and all right. You remember that guy that was sticking his tongue out and got arrested earlier? Well, here he is on Newsmax. So let's go ahead and
a Texas jury found 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony guilty of murdering 17-year-old Austin Metcalf in April of 2025 during a high school track meet in Frisco, Texas. He was just sentenced to 35 years in prison. And to lay this all out for you, due to the rain, there was bad weather. The track events were delayed that day, and Anthony, a Centennial High School student, sought shelter under a Memorial High School tent. Moments later, an argument broke out, and Anthony was asked repeatedly to leave that tent. One witness claimed Anthony responded by calling the group a name before he reached into his backpack saying, quote, touch me and see what happens. And
I'm going to see that the word starts with a P and ends with a ussies, maybe?
Quote, after some shoving, Anthony pulled out a pocket knife and stabbed Metcalf in the chest, piercing his heart. Prosecutors argued that the killing was a provoked and unjustified murder. They called 21 witnesses. The defense argued it was self-defense. Karmelo Anthony did not testify in his own defense. Immediately after the jury's decision, protesters gathered outside claiming this was...
I don't know what kind of self-defense you have of being told to leave a tent and then you just pull out a knife and stab somebody. I don't get that.
Was the latest
someone
example
shoves you,
of Black Lives.
That's not ground for stabbing
Shove
someone.
me
I'm
again.
sorry.
Punch me again. Yeah, I'm sure. You don't belong there, and it's not a race thing. It's you're a competing school. What are you doing on the home side anyway? You have your side. And your school most likely had a tent of their own over there. So what are you doing?
It was like he went there looking for trouble.
Oh, is that really what happened? Then what the hell was he doing there then? If he was suspended, which again, I have no reports on that.
Wait. He was suspended from the school he was going to and showed up at a track meet?
I have no reports on that, so I can't verify.
Yeah, Trippy had that on hers this morning. She had pulled up something.
Right. Well, if we find that, then we'll report on it. Right now, I got no reports on he was suspended from school.
Search it.
Well, right now, all right, you're asking me to go and do a squirrel moment. We'll get to it when we get to it. We're going to stay with what we got, and then if it
I'm not
pops
asking
up,
you to
we'll
do it
get
right now.
Yeah, well, we're not doing squirrel moments. The only one who does squirrel moments is Jeff and Adrian. Hey, you know, Underdog knows this. Oh, my God, man. Calm the fuck down. Ugh. You know what? It's going to be good about Jeff being in Texas for the next 4 days? I don't got to hear, Underdog knows this. Good God, man.
We said he
But
was.
what this process did is shown that black lives do not matter in Collin County. This trial
Okay, Panda, we'll see you later. She'll come back.
showed that it put emotions over the law. After Trayvon Martin and so many countless.
This is also the same guy that was laughing that he was arrested and was sticking out his tongue. Then we saw that video.
Sir, I can't bring you in. You have to bring yourself in.
Who is requesting in?
Viper.
I don't even see Viper.
She's in the comments, but she's private. I can't invite her.
I can't even see Viper, and I'm the freaking host. How about that?
Oh. Put your glasses on.
She's so private. She's so private, even I can't see her. How about that?
Yeah. She's down there in the comments.
And I don't have a problem with Viper. Viper can come up here anytime she wishes.
She's just private. I can't invite her in. We're friends.
Viper, what up, sweetheart?
Yeah, I can't even see
Oh.
Viper to even pull her
You
up.
gotta send a request up, hun. You're on private.
Yep. Yep. You send your request,
She's
Viper,
gone now.
and we can
Yeah.
do it. All right, she's gone. All right.
She might have just been doing a drive-by.
Very well.
Yeah, he was suspended from school from bringing a knife to school.
Huh.
Oh, shit.
Well, there
Really?
you go, huh?
Oh, God.
It has shown us that black life is not safe in Collin County.
Minister Dominique Alexander
Oh,
is
is
the
that
man that you
Missions
just heard
down
from in
there?
that video. He is a spokesman for the Anthony family. Minister.
Yeah, this is also, again, the same guy that was laughing and sticking his tongue out. Yeah.
Oh my God, us black people are not safe anywhere.
Hey, I got a question for you. Hey, do you think that they're safer here in America or back in Africa?
Never safe in Africa.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say that for sure. Hey, Madam 12 is back, so let's go ahead and get her in here if she wants to. And we'll continue the video.
It's nice to have you on. You keep saying that black lives don't matter, but no black lives were lost here. A 17-year-old white person was killed. So what?
That's a really good point. What black life was murdered here?
There's a black dude murdered up the block for me the other day.
But in this particular
Where's the
case,
riots for that?
In this
There was another
particular
black
case,
dude that took him out.
Yeah. But I'm saying in this particular case, Missions, with the Karmelo thing, why
Yeah.
is Black Lives Don't Matter? What is it now evolving to a?
Oh,
it's
they're
not
mad
about,
he didn't
it's
get
not
away
about
with a crime?
murder. It's not about murder anymore. It's he got arrested, so now they don't matter. Oh my fucking
Oh,
God.
they're mad he didn't get away with it. Gotcha.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. You're not going to get an OJ moment out of it. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
And everybody knows that OJ did it too.
Yo, he blatantly said, what are you talking about?
You know, no. Check this out. The guy, Karmelo, admitted it in front of a police officer. He said, "Oh, I'm not alleged. I did it. It's in the police report. I'm sure it's on the freaking body cam footage too, which I'm sure they'll show someday."
Yo, didn't his family get like a couple of million from like a GoFundMe?
Yeah.
And they're living large?
Oh, yeah.
627,000.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm hearing
Close
that
enough.
it was close to
I
like
just
$1
looked it
billion or some shit. Like at least
Nah,
600
Jim
million.
said it's only
But
it's
then
only
I
like a
saw
half
one,
a mil.
Yeah, then I saw one that says 627K. So there are
That's a lot of bread.
conflicting stories going on that money.
So they went out and bought an Escalade instead of getting their kid the best lawyers?
Yep. Because he had a
in the house.
what lawyer did he have? He had a public defender.
Yo, he had a court-appointed lawyer?
Yep.
You lying, bro?
Yep.
They didn't even get him a lawyer? Yo, that's grimy.
He goes, "Hey, guess what? Guess what? You know what some of that money's going to be used for? I hear commissary is got to get paid."
Nah, bro, that's grimy.
Hey,
so they
he's gonna get some commissary.
A little more, man. Commissary is like, you can only get, like, when I used to send to my husband, you can only send like $500 a month.
Yeah,
because I
that's
used
all
to
he's
try
gonna
to put
get.
like 1,000. I used to try to put 1,000, and they would deny it.
Yeah.
And say the limit was only 500.
Okay, well then what you do is you set up a bank account with money in it that does an automatic allotment to
Nah,
his
bro,
commissary.
they should have got him a lawyer, bro.
No
a
shit.
lawyer's only like 50 racks. Like the top of the line lawyer for a case like this would be like 50 racks.
All right, here's another thing that you're not aware of, Missions. Guess who was not involved in this in any way?
These two dudes up here?
No.
I don't know who.
Al Sharpton, the biggest race hustler of them all, was not involved in this case.
Yeah, that's because he on the Ozempic.
Well, no, it's because he knows when there's a winner and a loser, and this kid is a loser.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right,
But
now
yo,
back to
how
this reverend here.
That's grimy, bro.
35 years. Karmelo Anthony
was sentenced to 35 years. Yet at the end of the day, Black America repeatedly is told that self-defense is a part of the law. That a knife under
It is
5
a part of the
inches
law.
is legal in the state of Texas. That stand your ground is legal here in the state of Texas. But when a Black person try to use those same basic rights and
That's a lie.
laws, then we're not afforded those things.
That's a
We're
lie.
doing those
If you watch
things
the next 48 hours, you see Black people that did self-defense and they got off.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, just watching like regular real life true crime things, like in the TV, like next 48 hours, I think that's what it's called. I've seen a bunch of people, Black people, get off on self-defense.
Yeah.
If it was rightfully so.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. We were looking at Texas state law when it came to self-defense earlier.
Yeah.
And a lot of it doesn't apply. And even if he did, he was told to leave this tent. He's from another school. Why
The
is
Moreno,
he on
the black kid,
Why
you
is he
saying.
on the home team's side of the bleachers to begin
And he wasn't.
with? Right?
He
He was
wasn't
told to
from there?
leave, and he refused, and then he pulled out a weapon and then
Oh,
stabbed
that's
the kid.
like showing up at somebody's house
Exactly.
and saying it was self-defense. You
But
can't show up at somebody's crib and claim
Castle doctrine
self-defense.
doesn't apply because it's not a house; it's a school. School's a little different.
But what I'm
he was
saying
still
is, if
told to
you in
leave.
the, if you in a place that you don't got no business being at, like somebody crib, going to somebody's house, you saying that he was a home side, whatever. I understand what it means, but I don't know how to say it. Like was in the wrong side of the team.
No. There's a home
Place.
side of the stadium, and then there's
Right,
a
I get what you
visitor
mean,
side
but
of
I
the
can't
stadium.
say it.
He shouldn't even be on the other side at all.
Right.
There's
He's
a
supposed to
visitor
be on the
side for
other
a
side.
reason.
Right.
To
He's
avoid
supposed to
these
be
kind
over
of
there.
things.
Right. So that's like
Yeah.
going to somebody's house and claiming self-defense. It's kind of the same shit. You ain't got no business being there.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if he was suspended, was he suspended from school at the time of the track meet? That's what I was kind of curious about.
Who was suspended from the school? The Moreno, the black kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And
So he
supposedly
ain't even
for
have no
a-
business being
and
at the school.
supposedly for a knife.
Yeah, he had no business being at the track
I
meet if
say
he was
that's
suspended
I
from
say
school.
that's kind of convenient. I need to see the
He
report
hit.
on that. I need to see the report on that.
Yeah, he hit, and they just emotional over it, bro.
Reds kind of brought it up.
He ain't have no business even being at the school if he was what you say, suspended.
If that is the case, and if that actually happened, then yes, he shouldn't have been there to begin with.
Yeah, bro.
Let's
He
go ahead
hit.
and continue hearing what this pastor had to say. The representation.
He's not a real pastor. Please
I know,
don't
but
say pastor.
he gonna claim he's a pastor.
Yeah, it don't matter. Don't you
By
say
the
it.
way, my name is Pastor Reverend
Nah,
Dr.
no,
Underdog Speaks.
no
How
real
about that?
Christian would claim or speak anything about people's color, bro.
Yep.
No real
No
pastor
shit.
would do that.
No, because a religion is for everyone, not for a select few.
There's
what a
no
jury found today. Can you
segregation
tell
or
me-
ethnicity in heaven.
Yeah.
No real pastor would speak like that, bro.
Yep.
Hey, I know
Here we
you
go.
know Karmelo Anthony well. Why did he bring a knife to a track meet?
I can't comment on that.
Because it doesn't fit your narrative.
What I
It's
can
a
do, I
shame.
can't speak for Karmelo Anthony, but I can tell you that the state of Texas made it legal.
Whoa. So the state of Texas is the reason why he brought a knife to a school, which, again, you're not allowed to have weapons at a school. Oh, so you just admitted he committed a crime. Gotcha.
Oh, shit.
So at the end of the day, if a person got a problem with it, they might need to call Governor Greg Abbott. And
You don't have to. You're not allowed to have weapons at a school.
Oh, shit. He got answers for some things, but no answers
No.
for everything.
He's trying to throw it on the governor when
That's what I say.
It has nothing to do with the governor because of the fact at schools you're not allowed to have freaky weapons, okay? So he's trying to blame it on the governor when I don't know why he had a weapon.
Yeah,
But
he can't say this is fucking wrong if he don't know nothing about nothing, but he just feels like it's wrong.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
should really get off
I
the
just
TV.
looked it up. He was previously suspended. It wasn't a suspension during the track meet. It was
During the time.
Well, there
it was
you go.
prior
There
to
you
the
go.
track meet.
But it also is it because of him having a knife?
It was because he had a knife at school, but it was prior to the track meet.
Okay.
Right,
Well,
so he
there you
wasn't
go.
suspended
So he wasn't suspended during the thing.
in
Got
the
it.
time that it happened.
That's
Okay,
what I
so-
was
so
more.
he was
That's what I was more worried about was that aspect.
he was good to be there, but just not in the location where he was at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, realistically, I mean, it was raining. They probably shouldn't have pushed him out of there, but.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna
He
tell you
wasn't
another
liable.
thing.
He was going.
Another
He went
thing here.
inside because it was raining. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if it's raining, you invite anybody out
Hey
of the
guys, I'm
rain.
gonna tell you another thing right here. So whenever someone goes, "Well, this is legal," so at the end of the day, when anyone says, "Well, at the end of the day," when they do they're just dismissing anything you have to say because of their feelings. So whenever one goes, "But at the end of the day," no, they don't. Nobody cares what you have to say. If you have to make a statement, but at the end of the day, this
Just
might
the
be
fact-
legal, but at the end of the day, it's still wrong. No, because
Just
it's
the
legal.
fact that he a pastor and he talking about people's color of skin is you could see where his morals is at.
You know?
Yeah.
No good,
he's
bro.
He's a minister right
It
now.
doesn't matter. It's no
Minister,
good.
pastor, whatever.
Not
But-
even. I'm not nothing. Like I'm not nothing big in the church, but I'm Christian.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be worried about nobody's color.
Exactly.
Why does this state have open carry
Sure,
laws? Why
sure,
does it have
but-
brass knuckles?
Do you know why we have open carry laws? Is to stop shit, like this. That's why.
And
You can have brass knuckles
Stabbing
in
somebody in the
Texas.
heart, though, sir.
You know, I'm sorry, but when you got open carry in,
Yeah.
and by the way, this is a no weapons free zone. Anytime there's a weapons free zone, shit like this happens. But when you have an open carry and a criminal sees that, hey man, some of these people are freaking packing heat, maybe I shouldn't do anything. And lo and behold, anyone who has an open carry, there's less crime. Isn't that amazing?
It's definitely not legal. He could have just turned around and walked out of that tent at any moment.
Based on what you have been told about the situation?
No, simple. He was told to leave. He refused to leave. It's on him at that point.
Yo,
Like,
Jim, did
if
he
you
really
came
have
in
a
somewhere-
court-appointed attorney?
If
Can
you
you look
came
that
in
up?
somewhere, would you say, well, I've been told that I need to leave? All right, wait a second. All right, guys, hold on. This live has now been made, reported, may violate integrity and authenticity policies. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal. TikTok, you need to relax. All right, guys, hold on. TikTok, you need to relax. I have appealed this decision. Everything that we're doing here is covered under 17 USC subsection 107. We can legally, by U.S. copyright law and fair use, actually critique, comment, and talk about this stuff. This is an actual thing that's going on. We have every right to our opinions on this matter. Y'all need to calm down, TikTok. All right, guys, go ahead and continue.
Okay, the type of knife he had was actually a 6-function knife. Had a flashlight on it. It was a 3.5-inch blade, so it was not any type of ghetto knife. It was just
It's like a multi-tool.
Yeah, it's
is
a
what you're
utility
saying. It's a
knife.
multi-tool.
What did you want me to look up, Missions? I forgot.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't multi-tools under certain measurement legal to carry?
Yeah, he had it in his bag. So, well, I mean, it's legal to carry. It's not legal to take someone's life with.
Right. So what if he forgot it was in his bag though? Like I said, he didn't wake up with the intent and said, "Oh, I'm going to bring this to school."
No, it was
What
a
if he?
utility knife.
No. How could you forget to take a knife if you've used the damn thing?
Well,
If
the only
a
thing
knife
is
was
that-
found in your bag and it was never used, I could understand that. But he pulled it out of the bag and used it.
Well, not only that, he's breaking school rules by bringing a
Right,
knife
because it
in a
doesn't count
bag.
on school property, right?
Yeah, it does not count school
Right.
property.
Yeah,
That's where I was
yeah,
going with it.
because
So even if
like,
he hadn't,
there are weapon-free zones everywhere. Okay.
When I was a kid, you could
Schools,
take a knife to school,
some public places,
but we didn't have the
various other
crazy
little
shit we
things.
have now. What did missions want me to look up?
I want you to look up if he really had a court-appointed attorney.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, that's what I heard. So
I want to know if
I
that's
will
true.
pull that
If
up
his
for you right
family
now.
took all that money, bro,
He used
and
to have,
didn't get him a paid attorney, yo, they violated him.
his attorney used to be a public defender. That's what I found on Trippy's life.
But was he paid? Was he a paid attorney for the kid? Did they pay for that attorney?
Yeah,
They did?
I think so.
I hope so, bro. They took all that bread. They better have paid for a fucking attorney for that kid.
He had a private attorney. That attorney's name was Mike Howard.
Okay.
okay, yeah, I'm with missions on that. Getting all that fucking money, the kid deserves a fucking attorney.
Mike
Okay.
Howard was his
Paid
name.
attorney,
That was right.
because that's vicious if they did it.
Yeah, he was a defense attorney.
Here we go, because I always like showing my receipts. Karmelo Anthony, who was convicted of murder and sentenced to 35 years in prison for fatally stabbing Austin Metcalf, has been assigned a court-appointed attorney, Don Perellis of Cheesley and Perellis. So it doesn't matter if it's another firm; it was still appointed by the court. So what I said was true.
that was I think that was the previous.
That's early on.
Attorney.
All right, now
He had-
check this
he had
out.
Mike
no,
Howard,
no, no,
which
no,
was
no,
a
no, 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 no. Because if it was early on, it would have mentioned the fact that it said that he was being represented by a court-appointed attorney, and they represent him, and then they're also going to get one to represent him for the appeal. Okay, so now he's getting a new attorney for the appeal, and then it says that his family was able to raise over $600,000 on online fundraisers. So it was not $1 million like I heard about earlier.
Well, they better get him a better lawyer, bro.
Yeah.
His lawyer's not doing
So-
so
I just
good.
looked it
So
up, and
it
it says
said-
Mike Howard, a defense attorney.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
so-
defense attorney is a defense attorney, but
Yeah. But here's
I
the
want to
thing.
know if he's a public defender
He
or
had
paid.
He's
a
private
court-appointed
attorney is
one,
what it said.
and
Yeah,
now he
so
has
he
one
paid.
for the appeal case. So this one right here is the new firm
Yeah.
that's going to represent him on the appeal. So
Yeah, 'cause
right
they
here,
need to get a better lawyer.
right here before, he was assigned a court-appointed attorney. Okay?
Yeah, you get assigned one in the very beginning, like on your arraignment, if
Yeah.
you don't already have a court-appointed one.
Yeah.
But then when you come back, you know your family's supposed to obtain you a lawyer, bro.
Yeah, well, guess what? They didn't. And now on the appeal, now I guarantee you they probably got a pro bono on this one for the appeal.
Yeah, because it is a popular case, so
Yeah.
somebody might have offered their services for
That's
free.
probably what happened on that. But as it was stated, he did have a court-appointed attorney during the trial.
Mike Howard came in mid-April.
Yep. Let's go ahead and
I can
continue.
see how you can take that fact, but the levels of injustice that was done in this trial is not how I was told, right? But at the end of the day, that's the reason why we're going to go through a full appeals process to
Which, again, he's legally allowed to do, which is absolutely no problem.
ensure that the facts are being told
Because if Donald Trump can have an appeal, so can this kid.
correctly. But me and you are going to go back and forth.
No,
on
that's
this
fine.
interview.
Tell me. I'm
Well,
curious. Tell me
well, no,
what.
no, well,
Tell me what
like
you
the-
think happened.
Well, what I think is the situation is that someone asked Karmelo Anthony to come over there. He knew an individual, but that's not being told, right? It's like, oh, a kid
That is you assuming shit.
just randomly went under a tent, right? And he just sitting there, no.
I'm sorry. If I was on that side of the stadium and it was raining, I would probably want to go under a tent too, or find some type of cover where it wasn't raining.
My bad.
High school kids being
Everyone knows who
dumbasses.
is.
Keep
That's
getting
not
phone
the
calls.
case.
You know, that's probably what fucking happened. It wasn't he knew somebody. No, it was raining and he wanted to get out of the rain. That makes more sense.
Yeah,
Like,
that's okay.
we know that Carmelo Anthony knew.
And dude, honestly, if it was raining, and even if they're from another team, I probably would have been like, you know what, it's the friendly thing to do. But I guess there's more to the story that's not being reported.
Yeah, there was some type of beef, maybe, or
Yeah.
something like that.
So, are they going to mention that? Absolutely not.
Well,
An
sometimes
individual
people's
he knew.
demeanor too make people uncomfortable. You know, their body language,
Yeah,
the shit
that's
they
true.
doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Knew a coach.
Oh, by the way, Missions, do you like the new setup here?
I can't really see it because you like the size of my thumbnail. Oh yeah, that shit look hot.
Oh yeah, yeah. What you
Yo,
don't
but
see
move
in
the
the background?
red. Move the Darth Vader dude. No, that's not Darth Vader. That's his people's, right? His
Cutie.
cops.
So what you're
His
saying
police.
is I should
Put it
move.
over to the next one. Yeah, because it blends in too much with the red. Put it where the R2D2. Put that one. But turn the R2D2. Yeah, like that.
The
Little slanted.
background's
Yeah,
just
like
too
that. Like
dark,
that.
underdog.
Now put the skull thing, whatever the hell. Put that where a black one is so you could see it better.
That's what I was trying to tell you. Put the red where the black is.
Yeah.
Put the black
Yeah,
where the red.
yeah, you could see it better. Now you can make out
Yeah.
really what that is.
Yeah, but
Move
I
it
just
over
didn't
a little
want.
bit more to the R2D2. Move it like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, buddy.
But then I also got my when we get personal attacks in this channel
That's hot.
and they're attacking me. I
That's
just
your
go and
real
do this.
helmet, right?
All right,
Yeah, that's
guys,
your
we're
real
under
helmet.
attack. Oh my God, the people are coming out of fucking nowhere. Shots fired! Shots fired because everyone's attacking me personally.
Yeah,
You know what?
he said, "Oh my God, people are."
Oh my God! Oh, by the way, I forgot. This isn't a regular stream. I was
Yo,
supposed to
bro,
change
you
this
need more
earlier.
shelf. You gotta put your Trump sneakers up there.
Oh, they will be. All right. So see, we're in
just
the
picked two
alliance now.
dark for the
Everyone's good here.
background.
Everyone's good.
That's hot.
When
All
I
right,
do
you
my
looking good,
regular
buddy.
show at night, then we go and have the other one. So
You looking good, buddy.
yeah,
You looking
I'm
good.
gonna be like, oh man, oh shit, oh God,
Real lines.
oh my
Missions
God,
Yeah,
we're
buddy.
under attack.
Infected.
Oh shit, bro.
Yo,
Oh my
if you
God.
wear that, you're gonna get a depender. What is called depender?
Oh shit, I don't want to.
Yo,
Hey, first of all, hey, Missions, I got to tell you this. Remember how I'm supposed to be going back to the dentist?
yeah.
Everything got approved.
Yo, I'm happy for you,
No,
bro.
I'm like everything. Oh, and guess what they want to do?
I'm happy for you.
They're like, oh, on the 16th, I have a all-day dental procedure.
Although I like your shit the way it is, I know you don't, so I'm happy for you.
I actually want to be able to smile again.
I feel
I
like that's
get
your
that.
signature, bro. That's your
I get
signature
that.
right there.
I'm
I feel
sorry.
that
When you're
way.
toothing.
I'm
Yo,
sorry.
what's good, Adrian?
But
Why you fucking quiet?
AI makes it look like I have a bow tie in my teeth.
Nah, I
okay?
like it. That's your signature. Like
I
that's
got a small chip, but AI makes it look like it's like a damn pyramid in my mouth.
I like it. I feel like that's your
I do
signature
not.
look.
You know,
I miss being
look
able
at
to
Madonna,
smile.
dude. Madonna had that fucking thing going on, and it actually added to her. Like she's like.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's his signature look.
Okay,
Yeah,
first of
exactly. I'm with Missions
all,
on that.
he don't
You
like
if there
it.
was a gap going up and the
He
teeth
don't
were
like
just
it.
separated a little bit, that's one thing. But I have
Yeah.
a chip from freaking some shit and some fights.
Right.
And it needed to get fixed.
No, I get not being able to smile fully. I understand it. I get what you're saying.
No, I mean, I feel like I've been affected by it because I used to be a really happy, cheerful, smiley person.
Yeah.
So,
Underdog be looking smooth. He be changing his looks up though. I give it to him. He stay fresh.
Yeah, you
I
know
give
what?
it
Here's
to
the
him.
thing. I did the whole haircut thing as a gag because we had beef with somebody. Like I was growing out my hair, and I
know.
decided to cut my hair because I was literally method acting on an insult that I was doing. Like that's how
Yeah.
committed I am to the role. That's what I was doing. And next month I will have a nice high and tight. Everything will look freaking great. And then
You
3
look good
months
either
from
way,
now
bro.
I'll have the hair the way I used to have it. So here we go.
You look good either way. You good, dude.
Honestly, I liked it better
It's
when I had my hair.
Adrian. It's Adrian. Adrian.
Yeah.
Why the
This
fuck
guy,
are you
he
sleeping?
talks with his eyes closed. Like that. And he gets all angry and shit.
He be like, listen, Linda, listen.
The Dream Warrior.
Oh
Yo,
shit!
he
I'm
be like,
glad.
listen, Linda, listen.
I'm glad that you came in there and said that because now we are gonna. If everybody wants to
Adrian when
know
he
the
was 6 years
joke,
old.
here we go.
That
Here
fact.
is the
But the
joke
levels of
that
injustice that
Missions
was
is
done in this trial
talking about.
is not how I was told, right?
We got
But
video
at the end of
footage
the
of
day, that's the
Adrian.
reason why we're
All right.
Look, that's Adrian
All right.
when he was 6 years
All right,
old.
here we go. This is him. Here we go.
Listen to me. Like I do this all the time, and if I go out.
And by the way, if my friend Keith and Jeff were here, they'd be like, "That literally looks like
Adrian.
Looks like
Yo.
Adrian." But even when he has his eyes all closed like that, and his hands on his hip, like, tell me you don't do that, Adrian.
Yo, that is Adrian at 6 years old.
Here we go.
And then Matthew has all his toys.
Okay,
Look, watch.
but I have to yell at you
Look. Wait, he was about to close his
guys.
eyes.
There we go. That's all right. Let me see if I can get this in here. All right, you see that?
Yo, that's Adrian.
exactly how. That's exactly how. Freaking. Like how?
Yo, you need to take a screenshot of that, and Adrian needs to make that as his profile picture. Yo.
Come on, Adrian. You gotta own that.
Adrian, come on, man. You can unmute yourself.
He's
that
sleeping.
way, I don't want to get
think he's
reported for
zonked
bullying and
out.
harassment. Tell him that you know this is funny. Come on.
He's sleeping, bro.
Oh my God.
Wake up,
Send him a
Adrian.
request.
Come
I
on,
bet
Adrian.
you he's sleeping. I bet you he's sleeping. Or he's at the refrigerator right now.
Yeah, he's probably staring at it for 20 seconds like he did at my house the other day. I'll tell you what, dude. Adrian, you need to stay off the weed for a while, dude, because you doing this in the refrigerator. Get the shit
What's
you're
up,
gonna
Chris?
get and get the fuck out. You don't hold the free, dude. Do you pay my bills? Do you pay my electricity bill? You gonna ruin my freezer, bro?
You sound like Beyonce
Grab the
right
item
now.
you're gonna
Do you
grab
pay my
and get the
bills?
hell out.
Do you pay my telephone bills?
Who are you talking to?
Adrian,
Goldie.
be Golden Eagle. That's my buddy down there. We start some shit.
Oh, I'm so glad you're fucking started. I hate to see what you
look at
say. You're an enemy.
Jim over here is crushing it.
Yo,
Because
Jim.
Karma, you're good.
Jim, you in the strip club just throwing dollars at
look
people.
at it. Look at it. He's going like this.
There you go.
I'm gonna flag you for bullying. I'm doing it. You're a bully. You is a bully.
He's just going
they
like,
fighting over the spot.
everybody. Hey, here's the thing. All right, Karma, you may have the first box, and that is a good thing to have first box in this channel. But what you want is to have first box and first position right there in the corner. So,
Don't tell me what I want. Don't you be telling me what I
I'm
want.
telling you what I
That tone
want.
of voice with your clothes on. When you talk to me, somebody make it.
Hey, she's still mad because we were watching Avatar the other night, and they were getting away with less clothes than she was. And
Oh my God!
And she got reported.
It's hanging out like a
Wait a second. The girls in the movie Stripes, who literally got their tops removed, were wearing less than she did, and she got reported. How does that work? I had to. Of course, I had
What
to go.
ticks me off
Whoa!
is I can't use my powers to move her out of her spot.
Yeah, on studio, it's simple. It's on studio. Whoever gets the first box is the winner. Okay.
I'm the winner.
All right.
Winner, chicken dinner.
But if I really wanted to be a dick move, I could hit this button called disconnect, and then it's anyone's game.
Damn, that's fucked up.
But I'm not going to do that to her. All right. I'm not going to do that to her. All right.
Well, I could do that.
I mean, yeah, yeah, of course you could. But what is it? See, that's why I'm also on camera. That way you could see that I move my hands around, and it was not me. I have a few moderators here.
No, I won't be
let me see. I got at least 1, 2, 3,
Where the fuck did
4
Jim go?
moderators here.
Oh no.
Did Jim leave thinking he
No,
was
disconnect me. Disconnect me and put Jim in my spot. I'll give it to Jim because he gave me a donut.
Okay. All
He
right.
gave me a donut.
All right.
Yo, y'all are funny.
Oh my God.
Somebody requesting up.
Oh, you're supposed to take the other spot there,
Who disconnected me then?
Yo, y'all ain't shit.
All right.
Jim request up.
All right, there we go. Okay,
Did you
okay.
disconnect me?
Yes, because
Karma.
Hey, listen, Jim. Karma was willing to give up her spot.
Oh,
for
I heard
you.
that.
And when
But
you
who
came back,
disconnected me
you
first?
took the same spot, so we had to disconnect you. So you could
Listen,
go back.
Jim. Listen. She says she want to be underneath you, not on top of you.
Yeah.
Her legs are hurting.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Well, either way is fine.
Hey, I mean, you got to think Jim's in Northern California and she's in Oregon, so technically she's on top of him right now.
Yeah.
So there you go.
She's a little bit off to the side of me, not quite top.
All right. Okay, so let's get back to, I guess Chris was trying to come in and...
Yeah, you know who Chris is? He cool.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Savage,
I think he's a veteran. I'm not
I think
too
it's
sure.
Savage, actually. If I remember correctly, I think it's Savage.
What's good, Chris?
What's good? How we doing?
Are we
Good.
doing all right?
Everybody's
How we
enjoying
doing
their
today?
Thursday, right? I'm doing fantastic.
Wait, today's Thursday?
Sure the hell is.
Damn.
Yeah, so we're still we're right now we're watching the Karmelo Anthony stuff.
Today's
We've been
Thursday?
Watching a whole series
Yep.
of stuff.
What the fuck?
This
What am I
guy
thinking? It's Tuesday.
is a minister that
I
was
know.
representing the Karmelo
He's
family.
not a minister, man. He's
That's what
claiming
he's
to be a
claiming
minister.
he is. So
Not a real minister.
of course I'm a reverend, bishop, doctor, you know.
No real Christian worries about race, bro, or even talks
Well,
about
you're
it.
a mission
Or even
doctor.
gets
I'm the
emotional
Pope.
over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Reverend Doctor.
Spirituality does not
He
need a
spoke
church.
about it.
Yeah, let me go ahead and put it on the big screen here. Here we go.
That's a fact.
Here we go. This is easier to see.
We also know that Frisco ISD should have counseled that. This wasn't just raining. We were under a tornado watch that day, right? And this should
Like
have
a
been something
freaking
that
kid's
was
gonna do
actually.
anything
Wait,
under
you're
a
telling me that
tornado
because
watch.
somebody invited him to that tent and there might have been a tornado warning, which happened all the time in Texas, that he was warranted in stabbing a 17-year-old kid in the...
Under tornado warning right now.
That is freaking insane. Like,
Wait, let's finish what he trying to say, because I'm trying to hear if he say yes to that or no to that.
that's the reason why I paused, because I wanted to hear everyone's reaction. What do you really think this guy's gonna say? Oh yeah,
He's gonna say some bullshit. Is
justifiably
what he's
so.
gonna
I'm
say.
gonna say, oh, that's not what I'm saying, but what I mean is...
Or he's gonna say, "What are you talking about?"
chest, in the heart, and killing him?
That's not the case. But what you cannot do is put your hands on someone.
Well, you just told me that was...
He said that's not the case, but
There you go. That's
He
what I'm
said, but
saying.
you can't put your hands on somebody. Let's finish hearing what he's saying.
the case.
no,
So
no, no,
is
no,
that
no.
the
What I'm
case?
saying-
Because I want to know what the case is. I seriously
You
do.
asked me the first time, why was he under the tent or close or whatever it may be, right? The reality is this. is that the state of Texas says that I don't have to, when I'm assaulted, I don't have to return the same level of force, correct? Isn't that the law?
Yeah,
That's the
he
law.
was asked to leave that tent multiple times, and the
But
prosecution
he was
called 21
he-
witnesses. Hold on. The prosecution called 21 witnesses, and they all corroborated that. They all said that he was asked to leave the tent. There might have been.
They all didn't have, no sir, no sir.
He was
I can't-
asked to
I
leave
can't
the
have
tent,
you-
so he could have left that tent at any time. He chose not to. That's why he's going to
But
jail
all
for
20
35 years.
All 21 of them did not have the same story. They did not have this.
Yeah, but here's another thing they're not talking about. The defense witness that was for Karmelo even says that he was not doing it in self-defense. So there we go with that.
Same story. And that's why so many people outside of that courtroom is outraged right now. If you look at anything about this case, all 21 of them did not have the same story.
Tell me about the defense witness, because the defense did not call Karmelo Anthony. If Karmelo Anthony truly thought he was innocent, he's 19 years old. He's not a kid. He's 19 years old. Why didn't he take the stand in his own defense?
Because legally he doesn't have to. It's protected under law. But
No, yeah, he don't got to. But if he felt like he was innocent, then he should have.
Oh, I would have. Like, here's the thing. If you feel like you're innocent on something, are you just going to, be like, oh, yeah, nothing, and not deny it?
can't claim
I would
innocent.
be screaming on the rooftops
You
denying
can't claim
shit.
innocent.
It's not about
matter
claiming
if he
innocent,
did the
but he's
crime.
trying to claim self-defense.
Right.
So if
So
he
it's not
felt
even
he was
matter about-
innocent to the charges, and he was rightfully within self-defense, then he
Right.
should have went up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's not even about him being innocent. It's more like, well, did he? It's the intent of the severity of what he did. He should have spoke against.
I don't know. I just think that
I would.
like, if you're justifiably innocent in
guys hear me?
self-defense,
Oh, there I am.
you
There you
should
go.
be fighting it to the bloody end. I mean, pardon the pun. And it's not really even a pun. That's tragic. But you would be constantly saying, I did not do this. It was self-defense. He didn't.
Yeah.
He said it one time and then never spoke again. I'm sorry. I'd be screaming on the rooftops for my innocence. And I would want to be on that stand. Even if the optics on it were bad, I'd still want to be able to say,
Yeah, I want to
my
know why
piece.
his defense attorney didn't choose to put him up
Because
there.
he was a court-appointed attorney. That's why. He
Well,
probably
let's
was
go
like,
right back. Let's go back to what he said during his arrest. Was that self-defense? Wasn't that self-defense? He wasn't even sure.
Yeah.
So obviously it was not self-defense.
Yeah, he openly admitted it. It's in the police report. I didn't allegedly. I did it. That's what he said.
Right. So he did do it. So he can't say he's innocent. We all know, everybody knows, even the ones who want to defend him know he did it.
Yeah.
It's his intent. Did he wake up with the intention? Did he have it planned out? Was it meditated? Was it, like, boys argue, boys fight, they rough, they tumble, right? So can you imagine if a weapon's involved? Do I really believe he intended to get his heart? I don't believe he did. I really don't believe he intended to. But he did bring a weapon. Full stop, period.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he probably carrying the weapon, period, like just in general. I mean, look at what it's like in the streets today. I carry.
True. See? But there's so fucking much to it. So much. It's unreal. But it's definitely not a race thing. That's for damn sure.
I
But
have
they had
like
a
a
weapon
everywhere.
on school premises already, so that was already a big no-no.
Yeah, but there was no
I get
weapon
that.
for him to bring out his weapon. If it's hand on hand, you don't bring out a weapon.
Depending if you feel like you're gonna be like jumped.
It's the,
I don't know if y'all know what that is. Like,
It's the
what-
bringing
doesn't
a knife.
matter.
It's
I mean,
bringing
if
a
you
knife
involved, you
to
don't
a
bring out
Cause
a
if
weapon.
it's 4 or 5 bitches trying to fight me, I'm
bringing
fitting to get
weapons.
slapping on somebody with a blade.
Yeah.
Period.
I'll make
Yeah,
an
but
example
did-
of one.
Did
I'll put
anybody
5
else
rounds
put
in
their
one.
hands on him
Fine.
besides the other child or the other
What?
kid?
What it was, just him and him fighting, just the two boys fighting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well, it was
As
just
far as
two of them.
I
I
don't
don't see
know
why a
missions.
weapon
That's
came
why
out.
I'm asking. I'm not going to say I know that because I don't know.
According to the reports, the only person who were in an altercation were the victim and Karmelo. That was it.
Right.
They
Yeah.
don't.
So
They
then
don't
need
there's
for
no
weapon.
acknowledge
reason to bring
anything
out no
else.
weapon.
Yeah,
That's
no
one
need
on
for
one.
weapon.
damn! He fucked up.
Yeah, it was
He fucked up.
dumb. He took another kid's life and his own at the same time. It was a dumb move.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said this earlier, probably about 2 hours ago, that
Yeah.
there's more lives ruined, not only his own, the victim, the parents of the victim, and
The
Carmelo's
sibling,
family
their
as well.
friends. Yeah, yeah.
Everyone is affected. But anyone
Wasn't it like
outside of
the
those people are trying to make it about race and other things. That's the
yeah,
other
of
thing.
course.
And it has
Wasn't
nothing to
it?
do with that.
Wasn't it like the victim? He have like a twin brother.
Yeah,
And
and he
passed away in the
witnessed
twin brother's
his
arms or
brother's
something.
death in
Yeah,
that tent.
yeah. I heard that.
So let's get back to the video here. Okay, Chris is coming back. Okay. All right. And back to the video.
And why did the
Miss
defense's
JoJo, how you
only
doing down
witness
there?
change their story on the witness stand?
Karmelo Anthony testifying in his own trial is his own right? And that's a decision that Karmelo Anthony and his parents has to make, right? And that was a
Actually, his parents shouldn't influence his decision. He was a grown-ass man over the age of
Yeah,
18.
he over the age
I'm
of
sorry.
18.
When he's over the age of 18, his own decisions are his own. They don't go on.
Yeah, that's a
You
fact.
can take advice from your parents after you're 18. Absolutely. If you're under the age of 18, your parents are in charge. Okay?
That's a fact.
That's how it works. But there is something called personal responsibility, and he's protected under the law for him to not, like, it was more self-incriminating and stuff like that. And it prevents cross-examination on him, which is also a legal tactic that they use of not getting them to testify. So that is a thing.
decision that was made through the legal process, right? And through this process, of course, there's going to have to be some major reviews, right? But as far as changing the witness changing what he changing his testimony, I'm trying to figure.
Hey, guess what? With him going looking off to
He
the
doing
side
too
like
much.
that means that he doesn't know what to say, or he's trying to protect what he's
Yeah,
saying,
they say when you
or
shift
he's
your
lying
eyes.
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, when you shift your eyes. Yep.
It's something about looking downward, looking off to the side, like even
Up.
looking up.
It's
you have
looking
to
up.
think
Looking
of
up
shit.
and looking off to the sides.
Yeah.
Indicates that they're lying.
How someone going to say he changed his testimony? Were you privy to his testimony prior to?
Well, he changed his testimony. He was, during cross-examination, he said that there was not an altercation under the tent and he didn't witness an altercation. So I don't think that was something the defense was planning on. And clearly it didn't play well for this 12-person jury. Let me just ask you, can a black person ever just be convicted of killing a white person in this country without it becoming like a major race issue? Like some of the comments that you made outside the courthouse today, I don't know why you do that. You stir things up, you make it about race, and that could lead to rioting and protests and looting tonight. The bottom line is more people could get hurt. More people could get hurt.
I'm glad that you will say that, why do we have to bring race in the situation? The reality is that if you know about this
I didn't
case,
say we, I said
and from-
you.
no, hold on,
You.
hold on,
Why
hold
do
on,
you?
hold on,
Why do you,
let me
Dominic?
let me
Not
finish
the
this.
black
No,
race.
No,
You.
no, let me make this very clear. As the president of the largest human and civil rights organization in North Texas, what I witnessed on April 3rd was white people going on posts and social media calling Karmelo Anthony a thug, not a
Maybe he was.
He kind of looks like one. I mean, he's got that look to him.
No, there
He
is
didn't-
Nah, you
there,
can't
it's
say
a
somebody look like one.
stereotype.
Kid.
Doesn't
Nah,
mean that
don't
it's
do that.
always
Don't
true.
do that.
The stereotype
Did you see
doesn't
any
mean it's
remorse
always
in
true.
his face? I didn't see no remorse in his face
I
at all.
haven't watched it, so therefore I can't say like how his emotions or anything are. But you can't say somebody look. You got to remember where I live. It's rough as hell, and I've come across kids that look. You would think they thugs, and then they're the sweetest kids. They've never committed a crime. They've never come into police contact. They wouldn't even take that route. Like, they work, they go to school. So you can't say what somebody look like. That's style, like fashion. Well, I don't know how you call it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm just going by his looks in the courtroom that I
Well,
saw.
the fact
so
that
I
he was
can't speak on that
suspended
because I didn't
for
watch
a
it.
weapon earlier, that might be the reason why people might think that way. Back
Yeah, I
to it.
can't say
Point
what
of
he
the
looked
GPA,
like in
not
the
a
court.
person that
Well,
was
he's a
pending 62
convicted murderer
scholarships. Hold
tonight,
on, let
so
me
he's a
finish.
thug.
Let me finish.
He's a
Let me
thug. He's not a
finish, because
hero.
when you
He's
sit
not a
here and
hero.
say a black man is bringing race, his race shouldn't have never been a factor. He shouldn't have never. Jake Lang.
If you honestly believe that his race is not a factor, then why bring up that the other person was white then? How about
That's
the fact
right.
that the kid murdered another kid? Why are you bringing up the fact that he's white? Or why are you bringing up the fact that Karmelo is black? You made it racial, sir.
I feel
You
like
know what? When this case first come about, I didn't know if it was the white guy or the black guy.
Honestly, neither did I.
I didn't know. I didn't
I
know which
feel
one
like
was
this could be
Carmelo. I had no clue.
This could just be a poor choice in a heated moment. Like,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm
Exactly
saying?
what it was.
Absolutely.
It's exactly what it was. You're right on that mission.
All right,
It was
let's
a
go
dumb
ahead
move.
and continue. Let's see what this minister has to say.
Calling out Jake
He's
Lang
not a
that
minister.
said
Stop
Carmelo
calling him that.
Anthony
Hey,
should sit there and
he's
be hung from a tree
self-proclaiming
and shot
it is,
outside the
so
Collin
just go
County
with
jail.
it.
I never brought race into this situation.
He's embarrassment.
Did you not hear what he said earlier?
Yeah.
That he was talking about race and shit? Now
Yeah.
he's saying he's not bringing race into it. Sir, don't
'Cause
you
he know
realize
what-
that you're
he know
on
what Christians
camera?
are gonna say.
Do you not realize that everything we're watching you on the internet right now? Like
Yeah.
right now. You will forever be on someone else's server. You're going to be on my server now because of these videos. You're going to be on someone else's servers. I'm sure somebody else
You
is
know what the
talking
real
about it.
pastors, the Christian pastors, are gonna say to the racial, talk. Like, this is not a black or white thing. This is a human thing.
Yeah. The
One
murder
kid
had
against
happened.
another.
Now,
one
here's the
kid
thing
made
you're
a
not talking
life-changing
about,
decision.
Missions, and we talked about this earlier. If the roles were reversed and it was a white guy that killed a black guy, not only would he get the time, he would also get a hate crime.
Probably.
So,
That's sad today.
So, come on now.
That's fact.
I didn't bring race into the situation either. You brought race into this when you made those comments that we played at the beginning of the segment, making this about
We
race.
had to make sure that due process is done. All we want is our rights and be afforded the same basic rights that.
And they never will be unless we can charge you with a hate crime too.
Did
If you
he
could
say
charge
he
white
want the
people with a
same
hate crime,
rights?
everyone should be able to get a hate crime.
Wait. Let's let him finish his sentence. He's just going to contradict himself right
Oh
here.
yeah,
right?
that's exactly what he's been doing.
That everyone is afforded to, sir. And I'm sorry if I gotta talk about my race to make sure that I can have the same afforded.
Okay, did you hear what he just said?
We're
not talking about race, but then he says,
Wait,
but I have to
underdog.
talk about my race.
Underdog. Is he saying that black people don't have the same rights as white people?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's foolishness.
If anything, they have more than white people.
That's foolishness right there, what he's saying.
That is freaking crazy.
I just want to ask the question: How did this make to a national
Are you white,
level?
Chris?
If it wasn't
You're not
about-
allowed to ask no questions. You white. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
Go
well,
ahead.
Not
What you
entirely
said?
white, so I'm good. So I'm not entirely white, so I'm good. So my
okay
question
to be
though is that
white.
this is not about race. How did it get to a level of national news if it wasn't about race? Nobody would care if this was black on black or white on white.
That's what I said. It was a black dude who shot another black dude in the bus up the street from my house 2 days ago.
Hey, you want to make an actual
Tuesday in
race
Chicago.
thing? How about all the motherfuckers who get killed in freaking Chicago? Black
Yeah,
on
that's
black.
crazy, bro.
That's some racial shit right there. And ain't nobody want to talk about that.
It's crazy that Black Lives Matter don't be over there.
Yeah. Because you know
helping
what?
out.
Because it's a one-sided issue. It really doesn't matter. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
it's
why.
fucked up. I know I live in a neighborhood like that, but it's fucked up.
Yep.
They be offing each
I've
other
been
and
on a
nobody do nothing about it.
All right.
I've been on a jury trial. I know exactly how a lot of this stuff goes. And as much as everybody's going to sit there and be like, oh, well, they got the verdict wrong. You have no idea what the jury was told. Like, they might give you some deliberation information, but, like, you know, they're only getting bits and pieces of what the trial is. Everybody else is getting to watch the whole thing.
But I will say, you say you've been in the jury before. I will say, legally, by law, we supposed to be judged, the jury, we supposed to be judged by a number of our peers. And it's fucked up because usually it don't be our peers that judge us. It'll
But I
be
will
like,
tell you,
say, New York. I'm from the Bronx. Say I do something. My jury, they're gonna be a bunch of I'm not trying to be racist, but they're gonna be a bunch of like majority white people and some different ethnicities, but they're gonna be from like Long Island or Westchester County. They don't really do you like with the way they supposed to with your peers. You're supposed to be judged by a jury of your peers, like people from your neighborhoods
Yeah.
that understand how things go. And
Absolutely.
a lot of
to be
that
honest with you,
shit
after being on a jury,
bypasses.
after being on a jury, I would never want a jury trial. Never. There's so many people that are so ignorant to the law. If I didn't end up dog walking people through the actual like statute, this poor girl would have ended up doing life in prison because of the fact that she made a mistake at one point in time. She was on her cell phone instead of watching somebody on a bus.
Hey, Karma, I already sent you an invite to come back up.
What the hell's everybody dropping for?
I have no clue.
Well, I talked earlier because my mom called. My dad had surgery today.
Yeah, I
No.
think
He
we're
did
having
good,
some
so-
issues on TikTok because a lot of people get dropped, and it ain't from me.
Yeah, I got dropped a little while ago. I didn't drop out. It just dropped me.
Yep. It just
But
does.
I am gonna drop out now, guys. I got to get ready. I got to go to a graduation.
Oh yeah. We're once this
you going
video's
to the
over, we're gonna
party?
be. Hey,
Yeah,
you know,
my
we only got
granddaughter's
30 more
graduating.
seconds on this video anyway, Jim. So
Okay, I'll listen
after
for
this,
that.
we're gonna be ending the live anyway. So
Yeah, because I ordered Chinese food.
yeah, because
Ooh, that sounds good, Miss Inch.
Why they gotta be Chinese?
I'm about to be licking my fingers with some spare ribs.
Get it, girl.
All right, so let's go ahead and finish her
It's
up.
an
and we'll
ethic
see what's
thing.
up.
It's an ethic food.
Dominic,
Yeah, because we've already done like 3 hours and 36 minutes on this live, so I kind of want to end this one anyway, so I can chill and relax and
get some coffee.
And I still
'Cause
gotta
you
figure.
lost it.
I still have to. Well,
You lost it
actually,
somewhere.
in my
Good
new
one,
coffee
Mitchell.
cup, the color changes. Yes,
You
I
lost
probably
it?
will. Oh no! Thank God. I mean, I might lose it if I leave it near one of these black squares. Who knows? Maybe I might lose it.
Yo, I'm gonna buy you one thing to go around your neck and put your coffee cup in it.
Yeah,
We
there
got
we
to
go.
get one with an air tag
So
on it.
you don't
for
lose
emissions.
Well, we still also have to figure out what movie or TV show we're watching tonight. So
Scary Movie, the new one that just came out.
yeah,
Can't watch it.
Can't watch it. It's not available.
I can.
Well, good for you.
Come on, we're gonna put it up on your live.
How?
That's the
I
case. I'm
got
grabbing my
you,
popcorn
bro.
tonight.
Then I have to big box you then.
Yeah, bro, I got you.
Okay.
We gonna mirror it. I got the app. We gonna mirror
Oh
it
shit!
on the TV.
Then your
and
ass
it's a
better be
wrap.
here tonight. Then Missions.
We watching Scary Movie.
Good, be good because I've been wanting to watch it.
I'll
because
be here.
every
If
time
that's
I
the
try-
case, I'll be here to watch it with y'all.
Hell, I didn't even watch
Yeah,
the
I'm
first
down. I love that movie.
All right, let's go ahead and finish this because literally there's only 30 seconds left.
You had a fair trial, and you're certainly
And that's
open.
your
You can
opinion.
certainly appeal that. But
And
the
that's
last
your
time I
opinion.
checked, it's not legal for white people to stab black people in the state of Texas either.
It's not.
Hey,
Dominic
happens all
Alexander,
the time.
appreciate you
Thank
being here. We got to leave it there.
Information.
Oh,
So there you
shit.
go.
So pretty
That
much
guy's a
he said it's
dumbass.
not legal for white people to stab black people, so it's not legal for black people to stab white people.
Hello.
Correct.
Exactly.
Everybody needs to stop.
Yeah.
The racist shit needs to stop.
Hey, I wonder if some of those donations went to that suit he's